I'm going to tab over to this screen, and I'm going to turn some music on while we talk about where we've been, because we've been a lot of places. Voices of the Mountain is my version of several different... How do I put this? Several different D&D stories, but also my version of them. Each of our characters represents a culture of the far north, in my version of the far north. And they gathered to hold a moot, a big festival, celebratory festival wherein they can trade, share stories, compete against each other, win prizes, and generally have fun. Unfortunately, everything in the north decided to go wrong at once. And so, in addition to a white dragon attacking and killing a lot of people, and someone at the moot being treacherous and almost killing a bunch of people, and a herald from a god showing up with dire news, a different goddess has returned to the far north. A third god has raised a champion amongst the humans. Oh, and the giants are coming back everywhere at once and fucking everything up. Luckily, Irithyr is here to save the day. At the end of the moot, as our champions have proven themselves among the various trials faced before them and ready to move out, the elves arrived, and High Diviner Irithyr Galastasia has come to save the day. And if you're confused by all that's happened, the best thing I can say is we're 12 episodes deep, and that's about the best I can do. A lot has happened. But for tonight, we're going to be wrapping things up in the moot and heading off into the unknown. Or the semi-known. It's hard to, like, get one over on a diviner. A divination wizard, specifically. But before we get to all of that, the last thing that we saw was most of the dwarven soldiers, because the dwarves hosted the moot, have departed back to the capital of Gauntlgrim, because apparently it has come under attack, and the ultimate fate of the city is unknown. But the dwarven phalanx is off to save the day, hopefully, minus a few wounded, as well as champion Firga Dwemerwode, who is needed elsewhere. The elves arrived, and there was some back and forth discussion. Where do we pick it back up? Do we pick it back up in the meeting chamber with Irithyr, or do we pick it back up outside as you guys are making your final preparations to depart? And if so, whomst with?
It's a good-ass question.
It's a very good question.
I was thinking Irithyr was going to share what he saw.
Okay. Then yeah, we pick it back up in the Dwarven Counselor's office, the stone building held by Kadathragar from Magranen, who has stepped out. And when last we left off,
he was getting himself another drink.
He was getting himself a lot of drink because he passed them out to you guys. Anyway, when we last off, damn it, Nightpop, completely fucked my train of thought. When we last left off, Irithyr had some divine visions about the potential locations that the champions could go to try to correct some of these wrongs and swing the pendulum of fate back in favor of all that is good and true. So when we fade in from credits, I think that's what we see. We see Irithyr in his chair. He had been turning over some cards to do a reading, and with that finished, you know, he opens his eyes and addresses the awaiting champions.
Real quick,
Of course.
before I address any of them, I want to see if I know anything about the name Vonendad.
Certainly. Vonendad, make a difficult history check. No.
That's fair.
Apologies, friend, but it's not a name you've heard before.
That's completely fair. I figured.
With that roll, I will tell you it is very old. Like,
yeah.
You are an elf, you are an old elf, you are a knowledgeable elf. For something to escape you is rare. This is certainly dealing with something ancient.
Maybe even creator race?
I won't say no, but ancient is a lot of things.
That's fair.
Fits into ancient.
Also, real quick, the stat cards are accurate now. They haven't been accurate for a couple of weeks, but they are now, so everybody's new stats are in with their bonuses from the Ring of Valor. So all that's there. There we go. Sorry, continue.
I have received information from the stars.
Horse
Hey, what'd they tell you?
First of all, concerning you, Sergeant. I have confirmed Gauntlgrim is occupied.
Very grim expression from Furiga, but like nods like, yep, that checks out.
I have some information on what we face. Apparently Golden Field is in peril of attacks from goblins. I know not how many.
Goblins.
Tribor is a curious one. The only information I gleaned is that it's being threatened by something called Vonendad.
Vonen what now?
Firga, you're the only other one who could make this check. But if you want to make a difficult, for you it would be very difficult history check, you can try. No, not a name you know. Also, make sure you're rolling as your character.
Oh, sorry.
You know not who or what it is. Potentially very ancient. As for Bryn Shander, we have 20 days.
20.
Kilio, make a survival check. Not great.
I don't have inspiration, so I can't reroll.
That's okay. It wasn't a very difficult check. This is just a little piece of information. Like, Kilio is a messenger. Like, you've run messages to the clans.
Mm-hmm.
You know that Clan Grawl hangs out in the Dale, so it's not a leap of logic to be like, Kilio has been to the Dale before.
Mm-hmm.
From where you are right now, you could relatively comfortably get to the Dale in 20 days. Probably take you about 14, 15. If the weather holds.
That's accounting for traveling as a group is slower than traveling individually.
No, I said you could make it to the Dale comfortably in 20 days. With a group, it will be tight.
Like, I have abilities that speed up group travel, but
it's doable. It is certainly doable, but it will be hard going, and you can't have a lot of stuff go wrong on the way.
Which, considering the information we have already, it sounds like a lot of shit's already going wrong.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
If we go to Bryn Shander, we cannot afford detours.
Yes.
Alone, I could make it in a 10-day and a half.
Alone, what can you do?
Precisely. As a group, it'd be slow going. We could make it, but not a lot of error is to be had.
I have one more piece of information.
Right, go on.
Earlier, when Nightstone was mentioned, I caught a glimpse of a floating castle. I have gleaned that it is a weapon of war.
And you've gleaned its direction.
Yeah. It was heading towards Waterdeep, right?
That's correct.
It's headed to Waterdeep.
I know what I know about Waterdeep. What does Kilio know about Waterdeep, if anything?
Make a history check.
Can Lash do the same, or would Lash have no real reason to?
No, you absolutely can. I don't think you've had personal dealings with Waterdeep, but, like, you still know things.
That
wow,
tracks.
you guys got the exact same.
I kind of
wow. Nice.
So, both of you know Waterdeep is a city. It is a big city. But neither of you put a lot of stock in big cities because that's where soft people go. You know that it is important, kind of in the same way that I, the Sharp-Eyed Kitsune, know that Atlanta is important, but I don't really know anything about it.
Fair.
You know that it is a city. Also, I don't think either of you have a clear distinction of the scale of Waterdeep. Like, I think there are more people in Waterdeep than you have ever seen in one place.
Fair.
You both probably have it in your mind like, oh, Waterdeep, so it's probably like the Moot. Oh, that's bad.
What about the castle?
What about the castle?
Could Lash try to roll to see if I can remember anything, like...
There's
if I've
nothing to
ever heard of
remember.
something?
You have never heard of its like before.
Got it. Thought I'd ask.
A floating castle, you can imagine that it being a weapon of war, like, Irithyr might as well have been speaking Elvish. Like, you understand what those words mean, but you
But
can't...
putting them together doesn't make sense to Lash.
Correct.
Any other week, I would call a castle in the sky some sort of fiction, but given what's happened in the last few weeks...
Okay, this is a bit of a dumb leap.
Lean onto your
Okay.
mic.
This is a bit of a dumb leap, but would the dwarves or Tors know anything about this, since we've always been, like, against giants? We've always had to know stuff?
You are against specific giants.
Fair.
This has never come up.
That is fair enough. I figured I'd ask.
No, it's a fair question. That's the answer.
Yeah.
It is what it is.
Is our consensus still to try and save Bryn Shander, then?
If Wolfwalker says we cannot make it...
Well,
then I
Walker
don't
said you
think we
can.
could. Well,
It would just be hard.
we
And we're
would
the
need...
fucking north.
Right.
We're
sorry.
not strangers to hardship.
We could not make it there quickly. We'd need to make it there with enough time to begin preparations. They would need defenses.
I disagree with you, Don. If you yes, that is one mindset you could go down, is get there and prepare, but the other option is winged hussars.
Winged
What?
hussars?
There was a siege in Babylon, I want to say. I could be wrong about that. And they were fucked. They were completely surrounded by the enemy. The enemy was digging under their walls. Like, they were screwed. And then, like, all the people in the city were like, they knew when 0 hour was. Vienna, thank you, chat. Vienna. They knew when 0 hour was, and literally like 3 hours before the army was for sure gonna be on them, reinforcements, like cavalry reinforcements before the rest of the army, like rode in and like speared through the siege and helped defend the city until the army could show up. There's a Sabaton song called The Winged Hussars that's kind of badass. And, like, that is also an option you can think about. Like, if it's gonna be tight, the conversation should not be, we can't get there and defend it, so we can't do anything. The conversation should be, if they can hold out a day, that will give us a day extra, we can get there and we can fuck these giants. Like...
So, yeah. So we're the cavalry rather than the...
Correct.
Whatchamacallit?
I don't know, but
Which
yeah.
which place are we talking about with this conversation?
Bryn Shander.
'Cause I just got back-
Shander.
That's the only one you know how long you have.
Oh,
Mm-hmm.
Nightfall, please. I can hear you chewing.
Sorry.
Sorry, that really grosses me.
No, fair. It's fair. I try to mute when I take a bite of crunchy stuff. But yeah, no, Bryn Shander is the only one that you guys know how long you have, so...
Okay.
If Bryn Shander falls, the rest of the 10 town are to follow, and it will make the north that much harder to reconquer.
Hey,
I would like someone to make a wisdom saving throw for me, please, because there's information that you guys have that
I'll
all
do
of the
it.
players are overlooking. Okay, Dawn did it, and he got really high. So, Dawn and Keelio, but Dawn, you rolled higher, so I'll say this to you, because none of you guys have brought it up yet, and it is kind of important. You were banking on Waterdeep assisting Goldenfield. If this flying weapon of war is moving on Waterdeep, Goldenfields ain't getting reinforcements.
That's a good point.
Right. We were hoping that Waterdeep would come back with backup, but if that fucking war castle rocks Waterdeep shit, then Goldenfield can't get help.
A point to be made. Diviner, you mentioned a castle of war.
Looks over.
If this castle is going to Waterdeep, that means we cannot rely on them to send reinforcements for Goldenfield.
Damn it. You're right.
He's right. Goldenfield would be alone.
If it is a castle that flies and is supposedly a weapon of war, its level of devastation will no doubt be too much for Waterdeep to recover from in time to assist.
I'm wondering how much Irithyr knows about Waterdeep.
Make a history check.
Yeah.
Quite a bit. What you don't know about is this floating castle. You know about Waterdeep, its size, its structure, its, if nothing else, you know that it is a hotbed of heroes just like those that stand before you. Will that castle destroy, completely level Waterdeep? It's not out of the question, but it is unlikely. It will almost certainly tie up Waterdeep, if that is its intention, before the attack on Goldenfields. That being said, you don't know when the attack on Goldenfields is, and it is far longer to go from where you are to Goldenfields and from where you are to Bryn Shander.
I would also argue that while Bryn Shander is closer, the terrain is more difficult.
I disagree with that. Most of you are immune to icy conditions.
Yeah.
or at least
And if-
acclimated to it.
And if we go down to Goldenfields, like I've said before, Dawn is gonna get fucked up.
So are your
'Cause I'm-
wolves, for that matter.
Yeah.
Like, I'm gonna end up with disadvantage on fucking everything down there. Because I have
Waterdeep can hold its own, but it is true that this will tie them up.
and Golden Field will fall.
Golden Field can be reclaimed.
But during that time, will there not be famine?
Famine doesn't happen instantly.
Famine can take quite a while to get going. It's not a sudden avalanche, it's a steady snowfall.
And think about this for a moment. If Oriel's influence spread, it will exacerbate the famine.
Fair point.
Right.
Fair point.
If winter goes everywhere, including the south where Goldenfield and those places are, they won't be able to grow things.
Something else to consider. If Gauntlgrim can be retaken, y'all can help with the Golden Field situation. Not in, like, soldiers, but, like, if you guys help reclaim
So there's a
Gauntlgrim,
fifth
or,
option.
like, if you help, Brunor will likely hear you if you're like, we need to send food to the humans. There's a problem. Like, that is something else to consider.
Right.
Providing Brunor's still alive, of course.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Or whoever's in charge at the time we
Fair.
Will hear us out.
Yeah.
Like, there
That
are
is if we
options.
consider
It's not like Golden Fields falling will wipe out the entirety of the north or anything like that. It will just make it a hard winter.
It'll make things suck.
People will die if Golden Fields falls, but that's true in all of these places.
Yeah, like
People are
this
going to
is-
die no matter what we do.
If Bryn Shander falls, there's going to be people stranded in the cold.
Yeah.
If Golden Field falls, people will
without the
starve.
Hallowstone guides to help them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, oh god.
If tribal
Yeah.
falls, that's a major stifling of both trade and information.
Mm-hmm.
Especially to the
I'm
elves.
guessing Tribor is like trade towards the east and the north.
Yep.
Decisions.
And
I feel
you
like
guys got to make
the
them.
I feel like the trade is least on priority list. Like that information can be great, but what information are they going to have on giants and the Frost Maiden? Like
That's the thing.
I'm not
You don't know.
Yeah,
Like, you are correct. On paper, Tribor seems the least important, but, and I caution you, there might, and I stress might, be something there that tips the balance.
And honestly, okay, like least important, sure, but still really fucking important.
Yeah.
I will fully support if you guys want to go everywhere. If you guys want to do everything in this campaign, I fully support that. However, timing is a factor.
Yeah.
Yeah, the clock keeps ticking.
The clock ticks and the end of the world draws near.
Mm-hmm.
I'd like to go everywhere if possible.
Certainly can.
same.
Yeah.
But now we got to figure out which is the order that will let us do
Yeah.
everything.
Yeah, if that's
Yeah.
even possible.
If we're going just by efficiency of distance, Bryn Shander first is absolutely the way to go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think efficiency of distance would be the best way to go because we can basically slowly acclimate ourselves to going lower.
No, that would
Go
not
up
work.
north. Fair.
Sorry, there is nothing you can do aside from shaving the wolves and the Tor to remove their heat vulnerability.
Fair.
Sorry.
Short of a magic item.
Yeah,
Anyone got scissors?
You're not shaving these wolves. No.
If we had a bag of
Come on,
chilling,
just a
we could
little off the top.
If we had a bag of chilling, just put it on. We could just put it on Dawn's horns.
Okay, just go get the picture from Schultz.
Oh,
God damn it.
So?
Yeah, I think Bryn Shander is still top priority.
Yeah.
Agreed.
Got it.
Okay.
In which case, we should leave immediately.
Or at least today.
I have.
We should leave as soon as we're done
care of
resupplying and then
more.
head out. What'd you say?
I have a bits of gear I have commissioned I need to get.
And
I'd
I
like
have
to-
to make my entourage aware of the situation.
Make your preparations quickly. I shall see to my own people.
I can make arrangements so that those of us that do not have the means of moving quickly will have a cart or something.
I will
me-
meet you at the gates.
Alright, are we meeting up back there then?
So,
Nod.
just a reminder. I know it's dark out right now. There's, you got the Aurora, you got Oral's presence. But, time frame wise, it's the middle of the afternoon right now. So, not that it will matter a great deal, but by the time you guys make all your preparations, it'll be evening. Are you intending to set out and travel by night?
I feel like
Northern areas often have a lot of nocturnal predators. That might not be a good idea.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
they're going to be out regardless because it's always dark. I'm thinking
yeah.
more about your circadian rhythm and exhaustion.
Yeah.
I think we should
Yeah.
take the sleep before travel. We should be well rested.
I think we should go do our preparations, go to the gate, and get ready and take our rest up there. That way, we're ready to go as soon as we wake up.
I mean, if we want to take the rest, I can roll it back a bit and say we'll meet up at the gate in the morning.
Yeah, totally fine.
That
think-
works, yeah.
I think first thing in the morning would be the best way to go.
Okay,
Leave while everyone's still asleep and get moving.
so that leaves all of you time to do a scene this evening if you have something you want to do. So, you guys, Grim nods all around. You guys vacate the conductor guard's office. Who goes where and who do we stay with?
First, I'm gonna do the getting the saddle things off camera.
Okay.
But I'm gonna go see Amma, and then I'm gonna go find. What was his name? Ergonasi.
Orvar?
Orvar.
Orvar. The boy.
And then go see Orvar for a bit
The Fiend.
and talk with them.
The best boy.
You're not going to
Yeah.
talk to Balgrove? I'm surprised.
I might go talk to them as well.
Okay, so let's do this for the sake of time management. You've got 3 that you want to do. What does everybody else have?
I need supplies, but I can do that off screen.
Okay.
Either something with Lash's war chief tattoos, or I don't think we've discussed if Lash ever got a chance to go take something of Malk's as a memory.
Yeah, you got his effects.
I forgot. Sorry, my bad.
No worries.
Yeah, there was that whole big fiasco about trying to figure out which box was his.
Right, I forgot. My bad.
Yeah, no, you
You're good.
you totally have his stuff. So war chief tattoos, I think that's awesome. And if you wanna have Parrish update Lash's art, that's fine with me.
I can cover it, yeah.
Do you want to do a scene with that, or do you just want to next time we see Lash, she's got the war chief markings?
I want to do a scene with it, but I don't know what it would be, is the problem.
Okay. Well, give it a think, and if you still want to do a scene when I call on you, that's fine.
Okay.
Who else has a scene they want to do, just so that we can get this all mapped out?
Was yours just the tattoo thing, Sebs?
I believe.
I'm
Yeah,
writing
just
this
the tattoos.
down. I'm writing it down.
Irithyr just needs to talk with Anwena and Eleanor and see them off.
Yep.
Runyak needs to talk to basically all of the humans.
That's gonna be a thing for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah. There's also the possibility of the
also
orcs
needed
being
to
like,
talk-
"What the fuck, Lash?"
You also wanted to talk to Balgrove? Runyak, is that right?
Balgriff was for me to get the scale mail armor made, and I already have that.
Oh, you already have that. Did you want to talk to Solvi before you left?
Yes,
Okay.
actually.
Firga?
I don't know how to spell Solvi's name, but I'm just gonna put Solvi as phonetically as I can.
Solvi.
I need to resupply, but I was going to do that off screen. I don't know if it would merit a scene or not, but she's also going to make sure Seagwolf was all squared away and went with the dwarves he needed to go with.
If that happened, Seagwolf's already gone.
Okay. In that case, never mind.
Okay.
There was something else I wanted to do, but I'm drawing a blank on what it was, so, sorry.
It's fine. Actually, Seagwolf would be a huge help because odds are good that fire giants are going to use mundane weapons, and Seagwolf is immune.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
All right. Here's your protection. Oh God, Seagwolf.
Oh.
Time.
So, Firga doesn't have anything major?
Seagwolf
You
would be very
already
helpful.
had yours last session. Not to say that you can't have more, but we did do a couple of big scenes
be
with
right back
Firga
again.
recently.
Yeah, I did the two big ones she wanted to do. I did the two big ones, so I think I'm okay for the moment. I'll let you know if I think
Okay.
of whatever I forgot.
Gamzee, do you have any scenes you want to do with Dawn before you head out?
I don't think so. I wanted to try and find like a cart or something, but I don't think that requires a scene.
Okay, I was gonna have a brief scene with Sprouting Earth.
Okay.
Good boy.
But yeah, okay. So,
Anything else?
I'm cool. I'm cool with that.
well, specifically, it would be Second Torch and Sprouting Earth, but still.
Still fine by me.
I think that's about it. So, it sounds like the big ones are Runyak and Kelia, which is what I expected. So yeah, let's stay with Runyak, since Kelia was going to go over to the human camp at the end anyway. Let's stay with Runyak as everybody like grimly goes off to make their preparations. And what do we see Runyak like doing, and where does he go?
I know after the Ring of Valor, some of them were gonna go off to get drinks at like.
That was yesterday. This is a new day.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Then I think it's just search all around the moot, probably primarily in the Goliath and humans camps, and just gather everyone together.
Okay, is he gonna like do a head count? Because you know everyone by name. Like,
Yeah.
you get all the humans together. I have some good news for you.
Okay.
Alrune is still around.
Oh, good.
But I have some bad news for you as well.
Okay.
Eldred is still around. So yeah, I think we see like a brief montage of Runyak like going around and like telling like groups of the young human champions that like no audio, of course. Let's like gesture toward the human camp, and they nod, and then sometimes they'll point in another direction, and then Runyak will head that direction, and we see everybody gathered eventually. And we see, like, in the middle, we see Alrune, Orvar, Eldred, and a few of the other champions. Everyone looks grave and weathered. This has caused a lot of growing up to happen amongst most of these kids. I say kids, you know what I mean, late teenagers.
Yeah.
Sigwolf is, of course, absent. The pyres have long since burned down into ashes. Those whom Stu lost are gone. And yeah, we see Runyak, like, I'm assuming, like, standing on, like, a little, like, box or something to be just that much taller.
Runyak atop his soapbox.
Right, yeah.
All right. There are a great many things I need to tell all of you, and not very much time to tell it all. I'll start as simple as I can. Come the next morning, I shall be leaving you.
You see Eldred, like, grab her spear and start to, like, step forward, like, you know, I got your back, and like, Orvar just, like, and this is a lot for him, like, looks at Eldred and, like, shakes his head, like, mm-mm. And she, again, showing that she's grown up, she, like, takes in, like, Orvar's message and, like, steps back a second. But she does speak up. She says, "Going back to the glacier?"
Not quite. There's other matters to be had in the Ten Town.
The Dale, Alder?
Aye. For any of you who don't already know, I'm sure a few of you have overheard my conversations. There are quite a many.
From the crowd, you hear, "About Sigwolf?"
No, not about Sigwolf. There have been a great many calamities within the past weeks that have accosted the Dales. The giants have started marching.
Murmuring.
The Frost Maiden sings her song once again.
There is a couple, like, it goes from murmuring to, like, intermixed, like, shouts of anger and despair.
And, you know, hold a hand up to try to get him to calm down. I have been asked by not only a guardian of this world, but of a man who can see within the future certain events that will be happening. The most important of which is happening in Bryn Shander.
We'll be ready to move come sunrise.
I have already asked all of you so much within this moot, and I'm not willing to risk any more lives for something like this.
You can't expect us to stay here and drink.
What I expect of all of you is to do what you think is right. There have been many things that have happened in this moot. Many of you have witnessed firsthand just how treacherous the North can be.
Orvar takes a half step forward. He says, "We should use the moot for its intended purpose, like Sigwolf taught us. Learn about each other." And there's that murmur through the crowd, like, "Oh yeah!" Like, of course they didn't do that. They were here to party.
A sharp mind, Orvar.
Nods. Remind me.
Uh-huh.
Irithir, did you tell Runyak the thing you know about the Reghead tribes? The thing that the stars revealed to you about the Reghead tribes?
Did they reveal something? I haven't written it down.
I believe last session I said the tribe of the bear wanes, but because of the new threats, the tribe of the tiger is gone.
I do not remember you saying any of that.
Yeah, that doesn't ring a bell.
Did I
It
not say
does
that
for
out
me.
loud?
You
Nope.
did say the thing about the tiger, but not the bear.
Oh, I
Yeah,
did. Okay, I did say something about the tiger. Okay.
Yeah, the
I don't
Kandantri
remember
guard,
any of that.
the Kandantri guard told us about the tiger, but
Bear
none of
did
the,
not.
yeah, none of the
Okay.
visions.
Well, when you already knew the tribe of the bear was waning. Like, you already knew that one.
Yeah.
But yeah, okay. So yeah,
I just want to throw this out there. I do remember that.
cool. So yeah, if you want to tell them, like, you need to go find the tiger queen while I'm taking care of this, like, you could. Everybody here knows the glacier.
Yeah. There are something else that is important that if there's anything I ask of you, it will be this. We have received word that the tribe of the tiger has, well, we're not sure they're still a tribe.
Everyone is looking at Eldred. And I think since you've been here, this is like the first time Eldred looks very small and scared.
Aww.
And she just says, "What?"
I'm sorry. The music that, like, the drum hits when you said Eldred looks very small and scared just fucking hit me. Fuck you.
I try real hard with these soundscapes, man. I try real hard with these soundscapes.
You did good. Holy fuck. Sorry. Go.
And she just says, "What?"
We do not know exactly the fate of your mother, Eldred, but the tribe of the tiger's numbers have been dwindling to the point of extinction.
No, that's bear.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah, no. Tiger was fine. Tiger was a rival to elk when you left.
And now they're not.
And now they're not, yeah.
The tiger, well, very suddenly they're small numbered.
I think, yeah, I'm gonna make a will save for Eldred.
Mm-hmm.
Let me pull up my. What did I use for her? Tribal warrior, I think.
I think so.
Let me see if I can make it. Oh, here we go. Reghead warrior, perfect. We'll just use this. We're just gonna make a will save. Wow. Okay. The dice have spoken. She will double 18s.
Oh.
The dice have
Wow.
spoken. So I think she, like, you see her, like, get choked up, and then she just, like, grips her spear a little bit tighter, and over anything you're about to say, she says, "We're moving! Those of you who would fight for me, prepare!"
There we go. There's the grown-up.
There we go.
Yeah.
Yay. Yay? Yay? Yay?
I think it's a yay.
What do you do, Runiak?
Any and all of you who are able and willing will help Eldred. Any who do not have the constitution or do not believe they will succeed will stay here and use the moot for its intended purpose.
Except you, Orvar. We're going to need your eyes. And Orvar says, "I'm going, Eldred." "If you'll have me, I'll go too," says Elrin. And then there's a chorus of, like, and me throughout the crowd. And yeah, Eldred, like, chokes up a little bit again.
Aww.
We'll find my mother, Elder. And you can share a horn with her in the long haul.
There are quite a many who I will be sharing a horn with, Eldred, don't you worry.
She nods. Be prepared for hard travel. We're going over the spine of the world. They're gonna go straight up as opposed to up and around.
Yeah. And one more thing for all of you.
Every
If
eye is
no-
on you.
If no one has heard any word of me or any of the other champions of the Valor within a fortnight, assume the worst of Bryn Shander.
If Bryn Shander falls...
How long is a fortnight?
14 days.
14 days.
You'd want to say, like, a little more than that.
You'd
'cause
want
it
to say
takes-
a month.
Yeah, a month.
Yeah. Addendum, a month.
If Bryn Shander falls...
Though I suppose if this setting uses 10 days in a week, it would be 20 days.
No, because there's 3 weeks in a month.
Whatever.
Yeah.
There's... It'll be a hard winter.
Aye.
I can help, says Orvar. We don't have a king, but the wolf clans can help. We're used to scavenging. Because Orvar is also wolf, but he's actual wolf, not...
Bullshit wolf.
Not
Exactly.
bastard wolf.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Eldred nods. My mother will certainly hear them. And if I am queen, so will I.
Well, I wish you all the best of travels.
Can we take the horses, Aldo?
Take all that you need.
Right! Bayon! Eldrick! Help me with the horses! Aldrin runs off.
I
You need
think
supplies. Take what you need first, Aldo. Leave the rest to us. We're not waiting, so take what you need quickly.
nods and steps off his soapbox.
Eldred and Orvar are already, like, barking orders to other people. And, yeah, like... And this is something that is heard throughout, like, the rest of the moot. Like, the humans are breaking camp in a hurry.
No shit.
Yeah, oh shit.
So, let's jump over to Kelio, unless you have something else, Rinyak.
Nope.
Okay, let's jump over to Kelio. Kelio, where are you headed?
I was gonna go see Alma first, and I feel like immediately after, because it's happening about the same time, I would hear this bullshit and then be going over there.
So you're going to avoid Balgruuf then?
I would probably go Balgruuf last.
Okay, so you head to the Clan Roche encampment, where people are still, like, in good spirits. Like, on the whole, the mood has been pretty good for the Goliaths, and aside from the dark sky and the aurora overhead, like, you guys didn't have a whole lot of problems getting here.
No. We're gonna have some problems getting back because it's getting colder.
Yeah, and the valley is caved in.
Yeah.
What did I call it? Bear's Heart?
Yeah, and Bear's Hearth.
Hearth, yes. No, I definitely said heart.
Okay.
Bear's heart is caved in. You're the only one who knows.
Wait,
Well,
wait.
you and Balgrove.
Yeah.
So you head back into the feast hall. It's not mealtime yet, but you can hear Amma prepping for dinner. And you come in, and there's the usual, shouts of "Little sister," and you hear the door to the kitchen open, and Thola like pokes her head out, and she says, "Is that you, Jara?
Yes, Alma.
You missed lunch."
I'm gonna be here for dinner.
What'd you say?
I'm gonna be here for dinner.
She nods. Could use your help, unless you're off saving the world again.
We need to talk about that. Yeah.
She steps back into the kitchen.
Yeah, I follow her in.
Yeah.
And just go about helping her prep.
Yep. So you like jump up on your little box. She puts a bunch of like root vegetables in front of you, and passes you a knife as she's like deboning like an entire like leg of an elk, right?
Yeah.
This has to do with our new arrivals.
Yes.
And something in Thola's tone is like, oh, Amma doesn't like the elves.
Yeah. Tomorrow morning we will be setting off, the champions and I.
Wherefore?
Bryn Shander.
Clan Groll is here at the moot.
Supposedly something. I don't think she would say. I think she would just outright say it.
Probably.
Yeah. Something bigger than Clan Groll is attacking Bryn Shander.
I would hope Clan Groll is attacking Bryn Shander.
We've been told giants. Just kind of like a grim tone in her voice.
Yeah, so Thola's like doing that. Like Kelio is talkative. Thola is not, and she never has been. She's the like wizened like wolf that stays near the den, like figure, like the matronly figure. And so she's quiet for a bit. As Kelio is used to Thola being, she's thinking, and finally she says, "Dress warmly."
She nods and finishes chopping up the vegetables. Does she get past another thing of vegetables to chop?
Probably.
Yeah.
So, as you're just prepping for a bit, Thola poses a question.
Okay.
She says, "You're going to speak to the towners, Jara?"
Nightfall words, please.
Are you going to speak to the people in Bryn Shander? They're called towners, 10 towners.
Oh. If they're still there, yes. I think. Is there a reason not to?
There's a name you should know. It is
I think she
important,
stays quiet
Jara.
listening.
Do not forget it.
That's Kit's way of telling me to open up my notes. I had it open and it got closed. Throw the name.
Simba.
Simber.
Oh my. Oh.
Oh.
Simber?
She nods. It is an old legend from further south than you've ever been. Simba It's the ancient enemy of the Frost Jarls.
Fuck.
How do you spell Simber?
It's like Cimber, except the N is an M, or Cinder, except the N is an M and the D is a B. So Cimbur.
Sounds like quite an artist.
BER, you mean?
Yes.
I sent it in bomb chat.
There you go.
Okay. I think she nods. Should ask about them.
If you feel it has merit. Do not take the Frost Jarls lightly, Jara. Even one is enough to fell a hero.
I understand.
She shakes her head in this almost like defeated way, and she says, "No, Jara. I have made it a great amount of effort to ensure that you don't understand."
I think there's a sound of the knife being put down, and she looks over in confusion. What do you mean, Alma?
It was the Frost Jarls that brought you to me, indirectly. I have felt their cold, and that is why I would subject no one to it. But I cannot protect you any longer. If you would do this, know that these... I hesitate to call them warriors. They were the messengers that brought you to Clan Roche. The bane of your old legend.
Bane of my old legend. She's more speaking to herself than she is to her. Just
Right.
kind of internalizing that.
Theirs is a cold greater than the harshest blizzard. And they wield it the way I wield a ladle.
Effectively.
True enough. Do not go idly to your death, Jara. But always walk with the pack.
I think she gives a nod.
Do not speak of this to Tor.
She nods.
From outside, you hear Tor, and he says, "Hey, everyone! The humans are leaving!"
Blink. I think she quickly turns, sorts out the vegetables, and turns to Alma again. I've got to go.
See me before you leave, Jana.
She nods. Yes,
Okay.
Amma. And to the humans.
You run out. And yeah, you run out, you run through the camp, and yeah, you see the humans like breaking camp and like and when I say breaking camp, they are bugging out, if you're familiar with that phrase. Like,
I'm not.
throwing shit in duffel bags, like tearing down tents, throwing them in.
It is get up and go time.
Yes.
They are going fucking nanners, dude.
Yeah.
We're making a hasty retreat.
Like, the camp is noticeably smaller than the last time you were here.
Okay. I'm looking for Orfar.
Make an investigation check, because it's chaos.
It is chaos and he's Orvar.
Actually, before you do that, make a dexterity saving throw so that you're not underfoot.
No shit. Here we go.
While we still have a moment, one of my friends actually just joined into the stream. Hey!
Hello.
Hello, Sibs' friend.
Hello, Six friend.
Yeah, so I think Helio, like, you go into the camp, and almost immediately, like, a young human carrying like a stack of crates.
I would like to mention, but I imagine this. I probably get knocked off the wolf if I'm on it.
Are you on the wolf?
I to get here quickly. Yes, that's how I would do it.
Okay, in that case, then yeah, a human carrying a bunch of crates like knocks into the wolf, and the wolf like growls as he picks himself up off the ground. Crates are everywhere.
I probably fell off the other side of the wolf.
Probably. And then somebody who recognizes you, you don't see who it is because everybody's just running around. But you hear somebody shout like, "Wolfwalker, now's not the time!"
I think she like pulls herself out of the snow. Probably, she's probably like half buried in it.
Runyak, you probably heard somebody shout that.
I think he'll go in the direction of where they were shouting at.
Yeah, you see, like, which wolf did you take?
Silverpelt.
So yeah, so you see Silverpelt like standing over one of the bear tribe dudes who's like picking up a bunch of crates, and he's like heading over to the wagon with it.
Mm-hmm.
You don't see Keelio because Keelio's digging herself out of a snowbank.
Oh, hello there, friend. Where is your master at?
And just pop out of the snow.
There you go.
Like a daisy.
Ah.
Probably coughing up snow.
Probably.
Runyek will help her back up onto the wolf.
Okay.
Thank you. Where's Orvar? I didn't realize.
You can honestly say you're not sure, Runyak.
The last I saw, he was with Eldritch and Alrune. I have no idea where he is now.
I wasn't expecting you to break camp so soon.
Well, they're just as feisty as I am with this.
The conclusion that you would almost certainly draw from that, Keelio, is, oh, they're going to Bryn Shander.
You're... Oh, they're... You're bringing them with us. That'll slow our travel so much, though.
Coming
Shakes
through! Somebody's
shakes
coming
his
through
head.
carrying a pile of lumber on their shoulder.
Yeah. No, they're not joining us. They have business to attend on the glacier.
Hey. Okay.
Call it what it is, Aldo. We're going to war.
Give Runyak
Yes.
the look of what the fuck did you do?
What? What are they talking about, Runyak?
Well, they all know.
blank.
I told them the thing I wasn't supposed to tell them.
You told them. Processing. Where's Orv? I think she just moves past him after that and just starts looking. Can I make that investigation?
Yeah, go ahead.
Cool. The dice do not like me tonight. Oh, that one's better.
It's better. So I don't think you see Orvar immediately, but you do see a polar bear like helping hold down like a loose tarp.
Are there any distinguishing features about this polar bear other than polar
I
bear?
mean, you've seen it before.
I don't think Orvar was a druid, was he?
Nope.
So no, what's them? Who was this polar bear? I don't remember.
Sure you do.
Kilio remembers, I don't.
You only know of one druid among the humans, and she's feisty.
Oh, Eldred. And move up. Hold down the other, jump down, hold down the other side of the tarp so it doesn't.
I mean, you
keep
could have
flapping.
you could have Silverpelt do it.
Yeah, Silverpelt, hold down the other side of the tarp.
Okay, so I think the bear looks over at you, and emotes surprise, and then looks at Runyak, and looks at Runyak, looks at Helio, looks back at Runyak, head tilt, what the fuck is it doing here?
Just shoulder shrug.
Mm-hmm.
What is she trying to do with this tarp?
Hold it down while somebody else gets some rope. She's waiting on the rope, probably. It's a tarp or something that can't be exposed to the elements, like wood, right? It's
Okay.
yeah. She
It's like trying to roll up a sleeping bag, but you need 4 people to do it.
exactly, and she's just waiting, just holding it down for now, ostensibly for somebody to come in and bring rope.
Quick look around. Do I see any rope laying around?
No, if there was, Eldred would just have tied it up already.
Boy, ain't you got rope?
I have plenty of rope, but I was trying to figure out if I could do something else before using it. I'll use one of mine. I can just get another before leaving.
Isn't your rope special?
I have different rope.
Oh, okay. So you pull out your rope, tie it up. So yeah, you bundle it up, and Eldred shifts back, and she nods at you, and she says, "Wolfwalker, right?
She nods.
What are you doing here?"
I was coming to look for Orvar. I didn't realize you were leaving so soon.
I am afraid your tryst is going to have to wait, little one.
I don't know what that word means, but I feel dumb.
We'll tell you when you're older.
Rendezvous. Romantic interlude.
Oh.
Date.
I was going
Yeah,
to
it's a
tell
bit
them.
more than a date, homie.
I was going to tell him I was leaving.
It's a date if date is understatement.
Okay, fair.
But it seems your elder told each of you everything.
I don't know about everything, but I take it I know something you don't. Where are you going?
Friend Shander?
She looks at Runyak like, "You're taking this one?"
I told you, the champions.
But this one, the tiny.
Yeah.
The small one specifically.
Incredulous princess face.
You're taking her and not me? How dare you?
Basically, turns back to Kilio. She says,
I'm gonna have to save that incredulous princess face.
"You're welcome." And she turns back to Kilio and she says, "I'd like to help you, and please understand, I'm not saying this to get you to go away. I don't know where Orvar is, and things are a bit chaotic at the moment, and as soon as they're not, we're leaving, so...
Understood.
You're a navigator, right?
Hi, but I don't have any way.
Can you
way
make a
to...
dexterity saving throw, please?
Oh shit! Here we go.
You
Oh my God.
got off the wolf, right?
Yeah, I'm off the wall.
So you say, yeah, I suppose. She grabs you by the wrist and starts running towards a tent.
Little.
My legs are shorter than yours.
She picks you up
Fuck.
like a football.
This doesn't help very much.
And she like takes you into the tent. Like she outpaces Silverpelt just enough to get you into the. Good.
What I'm hearing is the humans have adopted the time-honored Goliath tradition of Kilio Ball.
Yes. Like, you run. Like she runs out of the tent, and there's a table that's been set up, and a map of the north has been stretched over it. And she plunks you down, like literally, like sets you down on the edge of the table like a child, and starts going over the map. She's like, "We're here. We need to get here quickly."
Okay, was her "we're here" accurate?
Yep, we're here. We need to get up here quickly. I think we can pass up the river and go around Raven Rock, but after that, I don't know any trails to get to the rest of the way to the glacier. You know the spine of the world, right?
Survival check?
Yep. Would you like that one or that one?
I would like all of them.
Okay.
So what's the GM say about the world?
What does the GM say about the spine of the world? That is, like, nigh impassable mountainous terrain, and these are a bunch of kids. What the fuck is Eldred doing? That's what the GM says.
Eldred, those mountains are treacherous.
Like, literally just go up the 10 trail through Bryn Shander, go into the Dale, and go up that way.
If you're going to the Redhead Glacier, it's safer to go... How it's safer to go...
There isn't time.
There's not going to be any time if you're dead.
She scowled at you. This is probably about the point that Runyak steps around Silverpelt and steps into the tent. She just scowls at you, Keelio.
I wouldn't dare go up this alone.
If
even
you're not
with
going
the
to help me get out of my camp. And the tone is not like, you know, someone with authority dismissing you. The tone is like desperate.
I think after a moment she takes a closer... If there was a safest path, what would it even be?
Like, yeah, you know some paths, but with this weather, it's gonna be hard going, and chances of like landslides and shit are high. But yeah, you know a way to get to the glacial wall up over the spine of the world, but oh boy, is that gonna be a thing. And that's before you factor in like trolls and orcs and dark. And I'm not talking about the friendly kind of orcs like Lash. I'm talking about like Grumsh orcs. There's also the I don't remember what they're called. Let me double check. There's also the other group of quote-unquote barbarians.
The Uthgard.
The Uthgard, yeah, the Uthgard peoples, like, especially along the river, call that place home, and they do not like the Reggae men. But
There's no Goliaths that go past the spine of the world, are there?
you guys roam the fuck out of the spine of the world, but you don't really go to the glacier that much.
Okay.
So, like, it's hard to say it's your stomping ground, but you know the area, you could direct her, but it's... What in the fuck? Like, just go up the path. That's how you got down here in the first place. Like, what are you doing, Eldred?
I'm fine with helping you. But in this weather, that's... There's no way. Some of our own trails have been collapsed, from what I've heard.
We don't have time. If you're not going to give me a trail, I'll find my own.
It's much better that I give you one than you search yourself.
Then
Here.
do so.
And then she kind of like...
Yeah, she
Point.
passes you a charcoal stick, and you can, like, mark out a trail.
Mark out a trail.
Like, mark out
And-
areas to avoid, all that stuff. Yeah, like, you roll
Yeah.
well. Like,
Yeah,
landmark
mark out
here,
all of...
landmark there. Watch out for this thing.
Do not go here, ever. Ever, 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 ever.
yeah, right.
Prone to collapse.
So you,
Prone to
Yeah, this little
avalanche.
section of the river right here, don't go the river there. Go get on the land and walk past it. Just trust me
Right.
on this.
yeah, like, so you mark it down, and there's, like, visible relief in Eldred's face, and she nods.
There's a lot of markings on this map.
Oh, yeah,
Now.
totally.
There's like a fuck ton.
And I think you get a response that you don't expect. She says, "Thank you, Wolfwalker."
I expect to see you at the next gathering.
We've both got a lot of work to do.
Yes, we do.
Bring my altar. Excuse me. Bring the altar to my long hall as soon as you can.
She nods.
Make an intelligence check, Kelio. Or wisdom, I guess.
Oh wait, no. Okay, wisdom.
You could argue insight even.
That's true. Yeah, actually, yeah. Let's do.
My wisdom was pretty great.
Yeah, we'll keep that. But yeah, I should have said insight. Like,
I mean, it's the same roll.
yeah,
For
it's
wisdom.
the same role. Like, you don't know a lot about the Drakegic culture, but if Eldred is claiming land, something has
Someone
happened.
Someone
Yeah.
has died. I don't think she comments on it, but the look on her face gets a little bit darker. Before she like perks back up and nods.
Eldred, like, carefully rolls the map up. I need to see to the horses. If I see
Oh.
Orvar, I'll direct him here.
Is there like a high point?
Not anymore.
Fuck.
They had watchtowers, but they're gone now.
Yeah.
So she leaves the tent, leaving you, Silvercoat, and Runyak in the tent. So if you want to look at Runyak and be like, what the fuck is happening? Like, you can.
What the unholy fuck? What
Hey, you
in
told
God's
them to
name is
leave.
going on?
The people of the Reghed are decreasing. Some very abruptly, some over time. They're going to figure out what's happening and to stop it.
And looks like we were right to go to Brenchander first.
Nods.
I think I'm gonna go out and like check again for Orvar if he's anywhere in the camp.
Okay.
I think this time Runyak will help her look.
Okay, so I was gonna say with disadvantage, but make an investigation check flat, since Runyak is helping. Would you like that one or that one?
I'm so bad at looking. It's for stuff.
I don't think you find him.
No, unfortunately. Sad Foxo hours.
There is no finding the lad.
So,
Maybe this is one of those things where if you come back later, she'll have run into him.
you know, if I try to come back later, they're gonna be gone.
I mean, there's a Goliath tradition for this, right? You'll just have to find him later.
Yeah. I have other things to do.
As
See you
do I.
tomorrow morning, Runyak. And she gets back on Silverpelt.
Okay.
And
I thought the Goliath tradition was, "Hey Orvar, where are you?"
I mean, that didn't work, unfortunately.
Yeah.
But no,
Yeah.
like that's the thing. Like when you depart someone, like if you have unfinished business, then the tradition is just, I'll take care of it later. And if that means in the next life, that's what that means. Like
I dig it. Yeah.
not a lot of Goliaths will like whisper regrets over the grave of a loved one. It's more like they'll sing their songs, and then when they find them in Valorholm, they're just like, "Bitch, you owe me 10 gold. I didn't forget." Like,
You owe me 10 gold, you stole my gold! I still owe you a punch in the neck!
yeah, like,
Yeah, like, you stepped on my toe and I didn't get to punch you in the nose.
yeah, like this is like, so like, yeah, maybe Keelio like resolves like, okay, I'll just get him next time, wherever that is. Because Goliaths roam, like, distance doesn't mean a lot to them.
Yeah. I'm digging that.
Okay.
And so, I think after a moment of looking, I think she just nods. I'll find him later. And goes on her way back to the Goliath camp
Okay.
to find Balgruff.
So you head over to Clan Bryn's camp, where the ring of anvils is still strong, but less than the last time you were here.
Balgruff knows the mission, yeah?
Yep,
He was there?
Balgruff was there. Now it's a lot of like talk of like, where are the dwarves? Now the humans are leaving. You see some elves like keeping a distance and not touching anything, but like interestedly discussing like prospects with the various Clan Bryn smiths.
Interesting.
And yeah, if you find Balgruff, I think Balgruff is like working like the same as the others. I think he's got like his armor nearby, and he's got an assistant who can help him get it on quickly, but he's just like at a fort. He's at a grinding stone. He's at this massive grinding, like foot-powered grinding stone, and he's got one of the elves' like leaf-bladed spears, and he's like putting a hell of an edge on it.
Ooh, shit.
And when you walk up, and he sees you, but he doesn't look up from what he's doing because he'll fuck up the spear if he does. And you see like sparks showering all around him, and he pulls the spear off of it, and then instead of like running his finger over it or whatever, he like swings it like in a horizontal arc in front of him, and it like whistles, but it whistles like a perfect B. Like
That's cool.
Like the note B. And he holds it up and like frowns at it. And he's like, not there yet. And he goes to put it back on the stone, but before it touches the stone, he says, "You need an order, little sister." Grinding again.
Think my arrowheads are plenty sharp enough. Would like to chat, though.
Pull up a stool. Or a couch for you, I guess. Ha!
Yeah, I think she pulls one
Yeah.
over.
Yeah,
Climbs
I
onto
think
it.
like the other like forge workers, because being able to work with Balgruuf the Ironclad is like a big deal, right? Like, I think one of
Yeah,
them like sets out a like folding chair for you. You climb into
nice.
it. He says, "Don't mind if I work, do you? I can't sit idle, and there's nothing to kill around here, so
Yeah, I completely understand.
What can I do for you? Here to swap stories."
Yeah, you. What was like? Who is? I keep forgetting. Who
Torvald.
is? Okay.
Torvald the Ironclad.
I know you heard about our upcoming journey. A lot of scary
I'd
things out there.
hardly call going to the Dale a journey. A grocery trip, maybe.
After that, we're not just coming back home, you know.
Sure you're not. Yeah, I heard. What of it?
There's. I'm trying to think of how to get the wording around.
Mm-hmm.
I think she goes. A lot of talk of the gods at work, you know?
He stops and like turns fully to look at you. Yeah?
I don't think I've ever heard the story from you. Everyone says you're supposed to be Torvald.
Torvald's not a god, little sister.
I know he's not, but it's been to where they are. I think she's looking up. I don't think she's looking at the forge at the moment.
Yeah, some people call me Torvald. I'm the 15th Primarch to bear the title the Ironclad. Crab is my shield, and I'm the shield to the others, but why the sudden interest in our history? And, like, without his armor, Torvald, Balgruuf is a big Goliath, and he's, like, you can see him, like, he's wearing, like, the Goliath equivalent of a muscle shirt at the moment, because he's not wearing his armor, right? So he's got these, like, huge, swollen smith's arms, but they're covered in these, like... You know how if a wound is deep, it, like, the scar stretches and looks like a tear?
Yeah.
He's got these deep, like, tiger stripe tear scars all over his arms and chest. He's completely bald, as are most Goliaths, and he's got two different colors of markings, which is rare. He's got one set of markings which is like gray-blue, almost like gunmetal, which you've seen in depictions of Torvald. And then he's got red markings that are like entirely his own.
Okay.
The twins have a little bit of difficulty reading Goliath markings, but you don't have any trouble at all. He's tattooed with the story of Torvald as well as his own story.
Okay.
He's got a big, like, geometric, almost pyramid shape on his back that's meant to symbolize crab.
Okay. I think she goes. I've heard some stories, but I don't know a whole lot.
Is now really the time? You should be getting provisions for your journey.
I have until dawn tomorrow.
And there's a reason
I'm
you're
always
sitting here,
prepared.
so out with it.
How? I'm trying to think of how to go about this.
Mm-hmm.
In the meantime, this music though.
Yeah,
this
right?
music's great.
This is Enraptured Wildlands from, I want to say, Warlords of Draenor, but I have it marked as Jara.
Nice. How? Did you come? Did you? I'm not sure how to put this, but it's along the lines of: did other people give you the name? Like, did other people say you were Torvo?
So how long have you been Torvald reincarnated?
Yeah, like, it's more like, did other people give you the name, or did you just realize you were? I don't know how to word that in the way Killia would say it.
Why not say it like that, then?
I'm gonna say it like that.
So say it like that.
It like that.
It like that. God damn it. Did other people give you the... I'm not sure if it's the word title or name. The name of Torvald, or did you find it yourself,
He laughs.
so to speak?
He says, "What's this really about?" You wouldn't be sitting there on the eve of a hunt unless there was something on your mind. I'm not going to use the spear on you if that's what you're worried about.
He might if I don't start talking.
I've got a hammer for that. I mean, I guess it's more of a maul. What do you want, little sister?
A few people have called me Jara, and it just kind of piqued my interest.
He stops. Hey, Brock!
No, fuck.
Dude comes over. He holds out the spear. He takes it. Finish up here. Stands up. Steps around the grinding wheel as Brock sits down. Like, towers over you, Keelio, and, like, looks down at you. I think he just reaches down. You can roll to avoid this if you want, but he reaches down, grabs you by your cloak, picks you up like a newborn child and sets you on his shoulder.
I'm not gonna avoid it.
Okay.
This is normal. This is normal.
It's really not, especially not from Balgrove.
I mean, among the Goliaths I live with, it's normal.
Fair.
So I don't think she reacts to it. Or reacts quickly enough to
Just
it.
like sets you on his shoulder, like, looks at you, turns, and just like starts walking. This is... And what? You wanna go out drinking? It doesn't work like that down here.
I'm aware.
Then what are you asking me?
How? Other people can tell you, but how do you know?
Does it
Do you?
matter?
I don't suppose. But
If they say I'm Torvald, then I'm Torvald. I have a responsibility. I have things I need to uphold. I have a legacy that I need to continue. If my work is good enough to be counted as Torvald, great. If I go up there and there's not Torvald, and I look in the mirror and I'm Torvald, great. If not, then I'm gonna go up there and I'm gonna be like, you son of a bitch, you owe me a drink. But what does it matter? I have a duty as a Primarch. And my duty is to uphold Torvald's legend and to make these people believe that I'm Torvald.
I think she's nodding along.
Torvald is as Torvald does.
God damn it. That's great.
And if you're
That's great.
Jara, then
I
be
need to
Jara.
uphold that. She nods.
And if you're not Jara, be Jara anyway. What does it matter?
I think she smiles a bit. You've got a
I've got to
point.
be Torvald because no one else can be Torvald. And these people need Torvald. If people are calling you Jara, that means they're looking for Jara, and you fit the bill. That means you have a responsibility to be Jara. I don't know what's
Right.
difficult about this.
It's not. Then she looks up at the aurora overhead and then looks over towards, in the general direction, towards the north.
Right.
Because, like, Bryn Shander, stuff up
towards
there.
the Dale, specifically.
Towards the Dale. Yeah.
The Icewind Dale.
If the world needs a Jara, then I'll be Jara.
And if you are Jara, great, then you're doing your bloody job. And if not, then you're doing better than Jara because she's slacking. That's the way I
God.
see it.
Words.
Goliaths have some stones to call some of these people slackers.
Yeah, right?
Fuck.
Do I feel like Torvald? Hells no! But every time I jump on a dragon's back, or save my people from an avalanche, or
Kill a purple worm.
kill a purple worm,
Help kill a dragon. Wait, we already said that one. A different dragon.
then I don't know. Then I feel like Torvald would be proud. And then, if I'm Torvald, I'm proud. if the people choose you to be a symbol, to be a hero, if they think you worthy of the same greatness, and he like gestures up, as all of them, you can't turn away from that.
She gives another nod. And then, after looking back at him, looks up. Aurora and Cloud still in the way.
Jara always was a runt, if that helps. Like, you don't see it in the statues, but she was, like, shoulders shorter than Eric. And Eric was a runt himself.
Is everyone a runt compared to Torvald?
Snorri's quite a bit bigger than Torvald. Supposedly Sigrid was huge.
Oh god. I think she said that out loud.
I mean, Snorri picked up a fucking mountain, so I mean, of course he was big, like...
Yeah, he had to be. Oh. Then it's my duty to carve out a legend worthy of Jara.
Now you're getting it. Sounds like you're already well on your way. Heard about what you did for Throck.
Didn't plan on it, but I did it.
Do we ever? Did I plan to rustle a white dragon? And you realize you're not sure if he's speaking as Bulgur or Thorvald. Because Thorvald did that.
I also didn't mean to find a purple wormling for the ring, so...
Jara is good at finding things.
Thanks for that, by the way.
You're welcome. I've got to apologize for fearing for that.
Hey, we dealt with that pretty handily, all things considered.
Yeah.
But let me ask you something, little sister. What's better? To be Torvald the Ironclad, reborn? Or to be Bulgur of the Ironclad, Primarch of Clan Bryn? Or is there a difference? Should I start shouting, "Me!" before I swing them all?
I don't think there is a difference.
Sounds a bit silly if I say it that way.
People might look at you weird.
People already look at me weird. Have you seen my armor? It's got a fire in its chest. Hurts like the Dickens, by the way.
I was about to ask, doesn't that hurt?
Yes! But I'm the Ironclad. And you're the Golden Dawn. So, go on your grocery trip, go hunt, go do whatever you need to do to bring the springtime, Jara.
I think she nods, and then I was gonna say she leaps down. She probably does without thinking, and then bunk into the snow.
No, she lands on her feet. I could have. Never mind.
I think she whistles and Silver. No, wait. Is Ghost Step's the right one? Ghost. I meant to say Ghost Step earlier. My bad.
Okay.
Ghost Step comes running.
But one thing. It's a lot to ask of someone. If you truly don't think you're the Golden Dawn, I wouldn't force it. But if we're taking bets, yeah, I'd put some gold on it. What?
Sometimes I'd put gold on it myself.
Then prove it. For yourself and for Jara.
She nods again.
What are you doing up in the Dale?
French Ender's supposedly going to be attacked by giants.
That's a tall order, Jara. You got enough arrows?
I have 100, might need some more.
Did you hear about Barrow's heart?
I did.
I don't know how I'm gonna tell Solvi.
It's gonna be hard to clear that out.
Well, you know what they say about hard work. Get Clan Grawl to do it. I think if we all pull together, we can sort it out. So you focus on saving the world. We're gonna need spring.
She nods, and then I think about what time is it now?
3 or 4?
Are the humans gone?
What?
Are the humans like gone? Or are they still packing?
They're still packing.
If I don't find anything, I'm not gonna make a scene of it, but just another look around.
Okay.
Investigation?
Mm-hmm. Given your repeated failures on this check, I've been raising the DC. That's not gonna be enough.
That's unfortunate.
Sorry, friend.
Yeah. Nah, I'm not gonna make a scene out of it. It's fine.
So you head back to Clan Roche to get some dinner ready. Speaking of which, by the way, if you want to fill your skins with the fortifying, like blood and broth mixture that your Amma makes you for long journeys, you can.
Could I see about? I only have one skin. Yeah. Could I see about getting multiple?
Yeah, you can get 3 total.
Okay, 3 total. Cool.
Yeah, which is 9 pints. Sorry.
And a pint is a serving.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. That's
because a water skin is 3 pounds when it's full. The 3 of those would be 3 pounds. Would be 9 pounds, and a pint and a pound are equal. So.
Okay, so it's 9 pounds of
fortifying like broth. Yeah.
I assume they're equivalent for water.
No. They're equivalent to a minor healing potion.
No, I meant a pint and a pound.
Whoa,
Oh, yes.
wow. Okay.
They provide resistance. They provide advantage to like recovering from cold weather effects, and they provide healing equivalent to a minor healing potion, which is 2d4 flat.
And if I roll Snake
Doubles,
Eyes,
it doesn't heal anything. Yep. Or double ones, it doesn't heal anything rather.
Snake Eyes.
And this does not count as magical healing, for the record.
It is just that good.
Correct.
could I make this myself with the right stuff?
Your Amma has not taught you the secret ingredient yet.
Okay. That's probably like a really big thing then.
The secret ingredient is love.
I was about to say it.
So, who else had something they needed to do or wanted to do?
Hi, hello.
Yes, yes. Breaking Dawn. Let's have some fun. So, Dawn, you head back to the...
I'm headed to the Trail Strider camp because that's where the others
Yes.
of my group should be.
There's only like, unless I'm mistaken, like 6 Hallowstone left, and you're one of them. It's like 6 or 8.
8, I think it is.
8, and you're one of them, so 7.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, you head over to the Trail Strider camp, and you see like your Hallowstone, like just intermixed with the Trail Striders in like the repose that comes after a hard battle or hard travel. Some are getting food. Like you see them like around the camp doing various things. Do you keep yourself hidden from Shaking Eyes?
Probably not.
Okay, then Shaking Eyes will like stop whatever he's doing and start following you around.
Probably while they're walking, he's gonna ask like, are they taking it well?
How can anything be taken well? Second Torch seeks you.
And do you know where he is? I seek him as well.
Ice nods. And he says, he is in the council's tent, but he is alone. The big central tent in the middle of the tour camp.
Right. Alright. Then I shall go there.
My chieftain. You lead Ice into that center area again. There's no guards outside this time. Right. And you like pull back the tent flap, and you see Second Torch sitting in his like traditional spot, but he's chatting with Sprouting Earth, who is sitting in what was your spot. There's nobody else in here. Big fire in the middle of the room, and they're just like talking back and forth. They look up when the draft from the opening tent flap comes in, and Second Torch like smiles and gestures you over, and Sprouting Earth quickly gets up and moves over to like the floor and like sits down.
Waddle over, take his spot.
And Sprouting Earth like nods at you and says, "You did well in the arena."
I could have done better.
You won?
I did. I am not. And it's that like he's trying to find the word for what he means.
Dawn, I spoke to Far Mountain.
Hmm.
We spoke long, and we watched your victory. Second Torch lowers his head and shakes it slowly. Hallowstone is broken.
Not yet, we're not.
He holds up a hand. There are cracks that need mended.
That gets a solemn nod. Yeah.
I cannot do this for you. But I can keep the damage from progressing until you return.
That is all I ask.
You should return with beckoning fire.
There is word that I was told not to speak of this. But there is word those of Hallowstone that were attacked may yet still live.
May yet. Do not put all your hope in yet.
I put my hope in the North and what she may provide us. There is an answer somewhere.
Find your answer, Breaking Dawn.
I will.
Sprouting Earth, he nods over at him, will lead us to new lands. Seek us out, near a place called... And he looks at Sprouting Earth like, what did you call it? And Sprouting Earth says, Neverwinter.
Be wary. The roads south are treacherous.
We are the Trail Striders. There is no road that is treacherous.
Sprouting Earth.
He looks over at you and nods.
He does that thing where you grab a sword handle, but in the look at this kind of way.
Yeah, right. It's too big to pull out in here, but yeah.
I have put my faith in you. I have put my hope. You, or the dawn I hope shall break strongest. Do not fail me.
What I need is a miracle. Whatever you're going to do it, so that we can convince Far Mountain. Even with Hallowstone, the Trail Striders are not enough to populate the South. We need everyone. And the only thing that'll bend that bow is you.
I shall do all I can.
He fears you, Dawn.
Far Mountain.
Something, do not fear the dawn.
Second Torch nods.
I think Dawn does the single chuckle.
Do
And-
you aspire for High Chieftain?
No,
Do not tell Far Mountain.
I would dare not.
Let him stew.
I do find it quite amusing, though. Normally, it is only beasts of night that fear the dawn.
Far Mountain is old, and there is talk of corruption in the Iron Horns. It is
You
said
don't
they
say.
seek battle. Watching tallest oak, I would almost believe it.
I think he like does the snort. They're beginning to sound like Frost Render then.
No, Frostrender's the one that's like that.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought you said and. You said then.
Yeah, they're beginning to sound like Frost Render then.
Yeah. We will keep watch. But know this, breaking dawn. You carry the hopes of our people. And I have no doubt you will perform another miracle. However, your trials are not yet over, and it would not surprise me if Ironhorn intervened.
I shall march. I shall march until the Earth Mother calls me home.
Where are you bound?
Bryn Shander.
Like, he nods slowly. Sprouting Earth, speak. Earth looks at you and clears his throat and he says, about that. You know what's going to Bryn Shander?
I think Dawn like smiles. There is no better reason to go.
Do you know who it is?
I think like the smile drops, like I was under the assumption it was merely frost giants.
Well, yes, but do you know who?
I do not.
Give me 1 second. It's supposedly a Jarl.
A leader of theirs.
One of them, Jarl Drufi.
Hold on.
They know these guys by names. Holy fuck.
Jarl Droopy?
Drufi.
That's a giant ass name.
Drufi. Drufi.
Ah.
That is.
DRFI.
You know, Forgotten Realms ass name sounds so much better than giant ass name.
They really do though.
The giants just aren't as cool as the rest of the Forgotten Realms.
Oh, the frost giants are quite cool, I assure you.
Frigid, but I don't.
Trailstrider hears a lot. And he looks at Second Torch, who nods, and he says, "We know what Drufi's looking for."
I think Dawn. I feel like Dawn's been facing a Second Torch during this chat mostly.
Mhm.
Does the full body turn and face Sprouting Earth, and does like the upwards nod but continue.
A human. Simba is his name.
Simba.
Nods. We don't know where he is, but the Jarls are looking for him.
I know a turtle that could tell you that. Anyway.
Wait a second.
It's this long.
Did you only just now catch this?
Yes, I did.
Ladies and gentlemen,
Yes, I did.
that's your cue to realize Nightfall hasn't been watching Crown of Fangs.
Well, I just could put just the word December alone didn't fucking take me off, and then I fucking remember with the clue from the turtle. Oh, he's not even there.
No, he's not even there.
No, he's in Chult for some reason because
Some
he
fucking
decided
reason.
to go skibbity and beat up over to the other side of the world.
this a
Probably to
running
get
joke?
away from the Frost Jarls, at a guess.
Listen, if this man is as
Is it
magical,
running the joke that every campaign needs this man and he doesn't exist?
Yes!
Yeah.
There are at least 4 campaigns
This
that
sounds like some
have
guy got
someone
bullshit.
looking for our December, and he's in Tomb of Annihilation. Yes!
Yeah.
That sounds like
absolutely-
Gygaxian bullshit is what that sounds like.
Absolutely no offense to Gary Gygax. This is some OC level treatment.
A little bit.
I mean,
Not
have you
as bad
seen
as
our
Dragon
December?
Bait.
He kind of is.
Yeah.
It is not
Everywhere
as bad as
except
Dragon Bait.
where he needs to be.
He's even got that god awful sidekick cliche, you know.
Can we move
drag-
on?
Yeah.
So this Simba is of importance to them. Is there word on how many marches on Bryn Shander?
Shakes his head. Y'all will have forces, but that's all we know.
Yo, Droofy.
Dawn.
Hmm.
Do not underestimate a frost giant Jarl.
I wouldn't dream of it. It's been some time since we have had to take on our ancient duty, and I shall see true that the North remembers why we are considered such.
You see Second Torch glance at Shaking Eyes, and Shaking Eyes gives like a negative head gesture, and Second Torch looks back at you and like very slowly raises a brow, like, fight well, Breaking Dawn, and to know that our strength goes with you. I think the sword like glows a little bit brighter.
Right. Did I see Sprouting Earth like make the look?
It wasn't front earth, it was Shaking Eyes.
Oh.
Yeah,
The-
Second Torch looked at Shaking Eyes like, are you going with this motherfucker? And Shaking Eyes was like, no.
Oh, excuse me. I'm asking if I saw that little exchange.
Probably.
Is it reasonable that I would have denoted that from?
What?
Sorry, I'm getting full of air. Is it reasonable to say that I know what that little exchange was?
Yeah, absolutely.
Dawn like looks to Sprouting Earth as he's standing. The other champions shall be joining me.
Sprouting Earth or
North-
Shaking Eyes?
He's saying that to Sprouting Earth.
Okay.
Because Sprouting Earth was the one that made the questioning gesture.
No, it was not. It was Second Torch to Shaking Eyes.
Oh, I thought you said it was. Okay,
Chieftain's Second Torch looked at Shaking Eyes and was like, you're going with him, right? And Shaking Eyes was like, no.
that was a full brain right there. Okay, backtrack. Second Torch. It's the one he's saying that to.
Okay.
This
The
has
Second Torch
become.
nods.
It has become the home of our peoples. It stopped being theirs long ago.
See it done.
I think he does the hard like chest hit,
Yeah, totally.
heads out.
All right.
And now I'm gonna go try and find a cart or something.
I mean, that's easy to do. You can find whatever you need before you leave, within reason, and that is well within reason. What are you gonna have pull the cart?
Me.
Fair enough. Easily.
I want to. Can the saddles be finished today?
The saddles are finished. You have them. Done. Ta-da.
Okay, saddles are finished.
Ta-da.
So I think the only thing we have left to do...
Is Vader.
Yep.
Can I fit a quiver, a full quiver in the
saddle? Yeah.
the haversack?
Oh, easily.
Okay.
You could also fit one to each saddle.
Okay, how much would like 300 arrows cost?
300. A quiver holds 20, homie.
I thought. Oh wait, you're
have
right.
a magic quiver of holding.
Yeah, I have magic bullshit.
Dunkles on.
60 arrows.
What does the book say? It's like 20 gold, I think.
I'll get it out of the book. I did want to get a couple more of those bleeding arrows. Maybe about 20, 30 more.
Okay. Those are a gold apiece, if you recall.
Okay, so 30 gold.
Okay, a quiver of 20 arrows is 1 GP.
There you go. So 3 GP. Done. So, Irithyr. You leave the meeting hall, and you watch the champions go about their business, and you strive over to the elf camp, because people are setting up camp, and you see some of the pikemen, like, performing a combat exhibition for interested onlookers.
Mm-hmm.
And it does not take long at all for, I keep wanting to call him Kellenbor, that's not his name. What is his name? His name... Kellenor. It does not take long at all for Kellenor to find you and fall into step behind you. And he doesn't say anything, he's like brooding.
Speak your mind, Kellenor.
You are needed, my lord. You're needed in the city. Your granddaughter needs your guidance. I am a warrior. I am a soldier. I am the blade of House Rumave. I do not believe you're acting with wisdom.
He's thinking for a second. I'm thinking for a second on how best to respond to this.
Mm-hmm.
I'm trying to formulate my reasoning for all of this, and it's mainly just boiling down to the stars have spoken.
Yeah, I mean, that could be what it is. Like, it doesn't mean that, like, you told Kellenor to speak his mind, so he is.
Yeah. This is a difficult choice for me as well. You must understand that. But the stars have spoken. I must listen to their guidance.
So he says, hang on, 1 second. He says, do the stars also speak of the watchtowers of Renlosigatil falling? Do they speak of House Karamdan casting House Galastasia from the tallest spires? Do they speak of our failures in court?
Oh boy.
Does the greater good speak of you turning your back on your people? He is teetering on the edge of getting stabbed through the chest. Just saying.
I know, but Irithyr listens to him because this is the man he's considering to become his heir.
Right.
Renlo-Sigatil, nay, the entirety of the High Ice will not be spared. And I believe the greater good to be connected to our own concerns.
Karamdon will not see it that way.
Karandon can suck an egg.
That sounds like a Caradon problem.
If you do this, I ask your blessing to take Enwena south and call for Lady Elevara. They will not be safe, my lord.
He's right. I think he'll acquiesce to that. These are dangerous times. Do what you think is best.
What I think is best is to go in your place, my lord.
I cannot allow that.
Then I will take Lady Enwena to a center of culture. And when we are emplaced with high walls, I will call for Lady Elevara. I'm considering Waterdeep.
That will leave no one in Renlo-Sigatil to defend our position.
Also, Waterdeep is fucked.
Our position or their lives, my lord. Both problems you could handle.
Waterdeep isn't safe. A weapon of war approaches.
Renlo-Sigatil is not safe either.
Surprise! Nowhere is safe. Cause it's D and fucking D.
I doubt anywhere in northwestern Faerun currently is.
But south, our enemies would have a harder time hiding from us. I fear the agents of House Karamdon more than I fear this fool's errand you're going on.
I think at that point he turns around.
Kellinor takes like 2 steps back, like out of sword distance. He knows it won't do any good, but it is a non-verbal acquiescence of, okay, I fucked up, that was over the line.
This fool's errand concerns the fate of the entirety of the Sword Coast and beyond.
I don't deny. But what of your wife, my lord? Lady Anwina. Sotavia. What of your city, my lord? Of House Galastasia?
It's such a difficult... This has been a very difficult decision to come out here.
Mm-hmm, absolutely.
Being who I think he is, I think he would have thought all this out before.
Oh, certainly. But it also makes sense that he wouldn't tell Kellinor until they were out here, because Kellinor would, like, if they did it in the city, Kellinor could be like, well, fine then, I'm not going with you. Like...
And now he's out here.
And now he's out here, exactly. Like... So he's taking away Kellinor's cards.
Wow.
Ladies and gentlemen,
That's an elf.
It's very much an elf, yeah.
That's a very elf thing.
That's an elf-ass thing to do.
Mm-hmm.
In both the best and worst way possible.
Forget showing your hand. You don't have one to begin with.
That's why Kellinor is, like, appealing to Irithir's family.
At that point, like, he takes a deep breath out, back in. Take them to Waterdeep, then. It is a center of heroes. And perhaps... Perhaps you can help in the south.
Oh, clever lad.
If nothing else, we can claim to be refugees from the deep forest.
Do you know of Golden Fields?
Not by name. But I could read a map well enough.
Farmland. Near Waterdeep.
He twitches when you say farmland, and he gives you the same look he gave Keelio. He's like, I will do whatever you ask of me, my lord, but I have earned my royal title, and you're asking me to do farm work? Like...
He didn't let me finish.
He didn't say anything.
Yeah.
He's just looking at you
Yeah.
like,
It is to be attacked by goblins.
This is the part where he says, what, 4 or 5?
It's my responsibility to be Lady Anwina and Lady Elvara, or trifling matters of human peasants. I dare not leave them alone, my lord.
That is fair.
Peasants, he says.
If Elvara... He stops himself. If Lady Elvara can make the journey, then so can agents of House Caramdon.
Yeah... I think he'd just slowly, like, I'll give a thoughtful nod at that.
I cannot promise that we will have a house to return to, but at least your blood will survive.
Like, I'm counting on you to protect them.
It should be you.
Perhaps it should, but it cannot.
That's a diviner-ass thing to say.
Yes, it is. And
that is why I leave it to you.
And this is a skeptic-ass thing to say. Forgive me, High Diviner. But there is no chance that you misread the signs.
That's an elf-ass way to get stabbed.
Yes, it is.
That sounds like high glacier sacrilege.
Yes, it is. But
Oh.
but Kellinor is like, you're giving up everything, and I'm right here. Let me be your sword. Like,
Let me do my job for the love of the gods. Fuck.
You also told him to speak his mind, so
yeah.
he could still get stabbed for it.
Oh, if it was anybody else, he would be. If it was anybody else, he wouldn't be having this conversation.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It needs to deal with whatever the fuck Vader's character wants to do. This kid, however,
He probably would have been punted in the nose by anyone else.
No, he would have been hanged in the town square by now.
Ooh.
Like, with his entrails nailed to a board.
Jesus.
Man.
What? Elves go a little hard.
Yeah, they do. They go real
Yeah,
hard.
just a little bit.
A little bit.
Yeah, I would not enjoy elf politics as much.
No. What do you say, Erether?
I'm thinking.
Okay.
At least Mert gives you a chance before stabbing you and hanging your entrails.
I know, right?
Unless you have someone else's hammer, I guess. Poor Paul.
Poor
What?
fucking Paul.
What?
Forgot about Paul.
What did you do?
Well, like,
Anyway, back in scene, please.
Getting back on track.
yeah. Even if I had, the signs have been corroborated by other sources.
Can you make a perception check for me, please?
Sure thing.
Okay. Kellinor, like, mutters under his breath, but you catch it. He says, I think he says, like, stars take them. Just like, he's resorted to swearing.
Man, even their swears is super refined.
Mm-hmm. What am I to do if Lady Laval will not come south?
Like, I want to say, like, you know she can be more stubborn than I am.
Feel free.
Yeah. You know she to be more stubborn than I.
Kellinor gives you that look that only, like, a house servant can give, which is, I agree with you, my lord, but I also like breathing.
Your wife is a bit crazy, but I also like to breathe.
My priority is to be Lady Anwina, then.
If it comes to that.
So Tavia will not support that decision.
Sir Tavia is now part of another house. Look, actually, no, so is Anwina. Hold on, I'm reformulating my thoughts here.
Like, Sir Tavia has responsibilities in another house is fine, because Kellinor will say, he has always been his mother's son, my lord.
Uh-huh. Okay.
Are we to tell her?
Ilavara should know everything.
He shakes his head. Are we to tell Lady Anwina that her grandfather is going off to his death?
Have you been laboring this entire time that I intend this to be a suicide mission?
I have been laboring this entire time that, High Diviner or not, you are one man.
And this is why I have enlisted the aid of the other champions.
Kellinor rolls his eyes like, oh, we're gonna fight? Okay. And he says, my lord,
This is stabbing words.
that is...
Them stabbing words.
Speaking not of them writ large, for just a moment, there is an orc in their ranks. You cannot
And
be
then-
serious.
I don't know if Irithir knows that much about orc culture.
I mean, make a history check.
Yeah.
You've been around for a long ass time.
That's true.
Do I
How
spend
old-
my second portent on this?
You
I
didn't
mean,
roll your portraits at the beginning of this session.
I thought it
It's
was
at
per
the
day.
it's at the beginning of a long rest.
Ah,
At
gotcha.
the end of a long rest.
Gotcha.
I mean, we're gonna long rest tonight.
True.
Yeah.
Assuming
That's
we don't
fair.
get attacked by a dragon.
All right, then the modified roll would be 25.
Jesus.
What is your history bonus?
7.
What the fuck?
What?
I thought you already
Ladies-
used your 18. I thought you used it yesterday.
No,
I
I
used the 14.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Ladies and gentlemen, important dice.
Divination
Okay.
wizard.
So 25 history.
You know everything.
You basically, yes. Like, there is no way that a follower of Grumsh would be associating with the, warlike though they may be, like, peaceful, stalwart races that are gathered here. Yes, orcs and elves are like cats and dogs. Yes, you have seen your share of orcish incursion, but these are different. Even if you don't know what that difference is, Kellinor has to be mistaken. They wouldn't be here otherwise.
there is something different about these orcs.
Do I take that to be the end of the matter, my lord?
I'm still trying to formulate my words and how to explain this.
I mean, you could tell him to get stuffed.
Yeah, but
You could make it literally.
no.
Listen, all I'm saying is, to my understanding, he has committed some high tier insubordination here.
He
today.
has committed some very high tier insubordination. However, Irithir prompted him.
Fair.
Yeah.
Prompted insubordination. But insubordination regardless.
Very well. If we move past the orc, there is the child playing at being an archer.
Oh god, do I recognize that she's a halfling?
I honestly don't know. And my reasoning for that is she doesn't look like a halfling.
Weird ass question.
She doesn't look like anything under all that fur.
I mean, fair.
He's-
Like, she's marked up like a Goliath, and she's bulky like a Goliath, but she's small, but she doesn't talk like a child. You can presume whatever you want, but I don't think it would immediately be like, she's a halfling.
I've got a weird question.
Yes.
In that same vein, barring the obvious, is dwarfism and giganticism still like a thing in the
Yes.
Forgotten Realms?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, very good chances there.
They probably wouldn't call it that, but
Yeah.
A Goliath with dwarfism would not look like Helio.
No?
No.
She too small?
Oh no! I have the perfect response
The
for this. It doesn't have
proportions aren't
anything to do
right.
with that. I just say, and yet she won the quiver.
Well, she
Valid.
stole it.
That gets a scowl.
The conductor guard recognized me as the winner of the quiver. How dare you?
It's like you scout. It's like the dwarves can be bought. You know this.
I mean, the
Only you
stars
showed me-
did point you to someone with a quiver.
If only you could show him the purple worm.
The dwarf I'll not speak of, though. Are we to ignore her deformity?
Wow.
Okay, you're gonna have to explain that one to
She
me.
doesn't have a beard.
Figure doesn't have a beard.
Yeah, she has a falsie.
Yeah, all of the dwarves have beard. Like this token, right here.
Mhm.
This is Driga.
Yeah.
Yeah, Firga doesn't have a beard.
Yeah, bad blood is a bad thing among elves.
Mm-hmm.
Deformities and such.
Hmm.
It's not even a blood thing, it's just an accident.
Yep,
But we don't know that.
true. Well, the beast man,
The Minotaur.
him as well, but I meant the human.
Bitch.
I guess get Parker.
The
Yeah.
entire party
feeling
is
that
gonna.
literally has
And
He
he's
called.
wondering why I don't send him.
He wouldn't say any of this to their faces. He's saying it to you, because you're like, it's okay, I've got backup. And he's just like, who? Fucking Zoolander? Like, what the fuck, man? Like,
honestly,
If
Honestly-
this party heard any of this stuff, this man would be.
this child is dead.
Sure.
Yeah, he would be toast.
but he's not saying it to you guys. He's saying it to Irithyr.
Why do I have a
Surprised
feeling that
Irithyr
literally?
isn't spilling his blood
Why
everywhere.
do I have a feeling that literally everyone in this party is just getting the feeling of why do I feel like I'm being insulted, my honor is being questioned, and my worth? Why do I feel the undesirable desire to punch that elf from earlier?
It's not that he questions your worth in like writ large. He thinks you're perfectly worthy whatever you are. It's that he's concerned about your worth when held up against his lord. I'm not
Fair enough.
saying
You mean his
he's
dad?
basically yes.
My
Like
dad's cooler than yours is.
My
Oh,
dad's the
Kellenor.
best, and the rest of them can get bent.
so
Oh, Kellenor, look, a cliff. Shove.
can we turn down the commentary like 2 notches, please?
Sorry,
Yes.
guys.
I get it, Kellenor's an asshole, but there's a story beat that I'm going for here, and it's really hard to keep the mood up.
Sorry,
Yeah.
kid. Carry on.
Again, don't get
So-
me wrong, Kellenor is a gigantic asshole, like, but
Again, you saw his dragon skin.
and again, the dwarves can be bought. Goldsick infects all their lines.
Oh, man.
That one is not actually Kellenor being an asshole. That one is actually true.
Yeah.
most of them, Kellinor is out of line with, but that one, like, any dwarf that is not in the throes of gold sickness will be like, yeah, we kind of have a problem with shiny things.
And you expect the men of the Reghead Glacier to be able to buy them?
Damn.
How did he manage that? He's poor. Thank you, Irithyr. Now you're getting it.
That sounds more like an elf.
Yeah, uh-huh. Kellinor pauses. I concede your point, my lord. But
There was no mistaking my vision of them. They are important.
certainly, but you have knights. At least bolster your chances.
Knights can be bought too.
Kellinor looks like he's ready to protest. And then he stops, because he knows you're right. Arguably worse. Right? Like, if you suspect disloyalty in House Galastasia, my lord, I can assure you that, and I'm assuming you cut him off.
Yeah. There is a reason I am trusting you with Anwena and
Ilavara.
Ilavara, yeah.
If you have such concerns, my lord, perhaps I have crossed too many lines to recover now.
I
Perhaps-
bade you speak your mind and you spoke it.
Perhaps send word to Lady Alane and conduct a full...
That's a guy.
Is it?
Yeah.
I thought that was a feminine name. I apologize.
I mean, elf.
It's Aranmil sounds like a feminine name to me, but again, fair enough.
Yeah.
Lord Arane, and conduct a full inquisition of House Galastasia's servants and allies. I mean, it's not like we can make ourselves much weaker.
He knows. I've put my faith in him.
My point
He will
precisely.
do what's right.
All the more reason to get Lady Ilavara out of the city.
And which I am trusting you to do.
I will make the attempt, my lord, but it would have more weight coming from you.
Oh, let me see here. Let me check my inventory real quick.
While you're doing that, he says, regardless, are we to continue this farce with Lady Anwena, or do you intend to tell her?
I do.
Can I advise against that, my lord?
What is your concern?
Let us presume, against all odds, your heroes save us all. But let us also project the possibility that they fail, or you suffer in their victory. Let us say a myriad of things can happen, and you are not able to return to your lady's side. Do you want your final memory of your granddaughter to be tear-filled, begging you not to go?
Oh, yeah, that's...
Because that is what will happen if you tell her. Better to have her smiling and wishing you well, I think. Distracted with thoughts of the southern cities.
Very well.
She's still a child, after all.
Barely.
I
But-
mean, yeah, she's... For those of you who don't know, Edwina's 107, which is elf equivalent of, like, 19.
Very well. At this, he's gonna pull the short sword with its sheath off of his belt. I'm guessing it's emblazoned with his house seal.
Probably.
Hands it over. This will be the proof Ilavara needs.
I would not dare send this by courier, my lord. I'm loath to take this myself, but as you wish. Though you should keep it until after you speak to your granddaughter, and winnerless notice.
Fair enough.
Holds it back out to you.
Yeah. At this, he goes to find Anwena.
Yeah. I think Kellinor, like, goes with you, but hangs back because he's not taking it well, and Anwena will realize it. So I think you find her in, like... I hesitate to say a tent because elvish princess. You find her in, like, a pavilion, like a circus pavilion-sized tent. With, like, a whole lot of elvish accoutrement within. Up to and including, like, a full vanity, and, like, a spinning wheel, and a big-ass, like, full-sized harp, and, like, a big arm wall. Like, you guys travel in style.
Yeah.
And I think she's, like, sitting at the vanity, like, reading a book with one hand and brushing her hair with the other when you come in. And she sees you in the mirror, and she turns, she smiles, and I imagine... Tell me what you think, but I imagine Anwena is played by a younger version of the actress who played Eowyn. I don't remember her name, though.
I'm seeing Miranda Otto.
Yes. Imagine, like 20-year-old Miranda Otto playing Anwena. What do you think?
I can see it.
Okay. So she like puts her hairbrush down and like marks the page in her book. She turns, she smiles at you, and I think, like, I'm not even gonna try to do her voice. She speaks exclusively in Elvish, and I think like her greeting is an ecstatic like grandfather, and then she like gets up and hugs you and almost knocks you off your feet, and then immediately she says, "Have you brought me a treasure?"
That shit. I don't think I have anything.
I mean, I think it is reasonable that Kellinor would have picked up something for you.
Yeah. Okay.
Probably like a Goliath, like like a Goliath like drinking horn or something like easy to get.
Yeah, that sounds good. Just motions to Kellinor.
Kellinor's not in here. He gave it to you and
No?
stayed outside. Because if Kellinor
Okay,
went
yeah.
in, and Winnow would know that something was wrong.
Fair enough. Yeah, so he'd pull it out of his bag, hand it over,
Yeah,
like saying, of course.
She beams and takes it and runs her hand over it. And she tries to blow it, and then she realizes that it's solid on one side. And she, like, looks it over. And, like, I imagine, like, personality-wise, and Winnow's a little bit like Ariel. Right?
Oh, yeah.
Like,
Aw.
she's an anthropologist, but she's an anthropology student, right? Like, I think that makes a lot of sense. A little bit less rebellious than Ariel, I think. But, like, that same type of mindset.
Dangerously curious.
Yes. And so she's just, like, examining this horn. And, like, she looks at you a couple times, like, is there an explanation? Is it broken? And if you don't say anything, like, because you know if you don't say anything, she'll draw her own conclusions. Like, after a minute, she, like, pulls out a notepad and starts, like, scribbling in it, and then realizes that you're still standing there, and she stops and she looks up, and she says, "Oh, of course, thank you so much, grandfather."
He smiles at her like that. That grandfather smile.
Right.
I'm gonna draw upon her child name here because I think it's appropriate.
Okay.
Irie, my dear, I have business to attend to in the north.
And she looks puzzled, sets the horn and the notebook down, like, I'll come back to that in a minute. And she says, like, but we're far from the city.
There are...
It's that tone of, like, but your only business is at council, and they're not here. Like, what are you talking about?
There are things I must attend to in the Dale before returning home.
You say
Kellinor... Go ahead.
You say the Dale, and she looks confused, and then you call for Kellinor, and she, like, jumps when you shout, and Kellinor, like, pokes his head in.
Well, no, I was going to say, Kellinor has
I
offered...
thought you were calling for him. My mistake. Go ahead.
No. Kellinor has offered to take you south, see the human cities.
I think, kind of to herself, she says, I always wondered how they kept them from melting. And then to you...
Oh my god.
And then to you, she says, that would be lovely, but what about you?
As I said, there is business I must attend to. I will come for you both when that business is done, and we shall return home together.
I think she's distracted by thoughts of Neverwinter's Hot Springs and Waterdeep's markets, and she says, like, I think what she means to say is, how long will you be gone? But what she says is, how long do I have?
Poor kid.
He has that inquisitive, like, calculating stuff.
Right.
It's 20 days there. It'll take me...
You say 20 days to the Dale, and and this is like showing her intelligence, right? Immediately she, like, eyes forward, snaps out of her daze, and she goes, "Are you flying there?"
Oh, yes. No, not flying, but it is a matter of... I'd rather get there quickly.
And she shakes her head. I think she says, like she means it naively, right? But she totally says, like, grandfather, the world's not going to end if you stop to rest for a few days.
Oh.
He thinks it, but he doesn't let it show.
Okay.
Just keeping that grandfatherly smile.
Make a deception check.
Ooh.
You have advantage. Okay. So yeah, you keep the grandfatherly smile.
Hmm. You're
She's-
right. But still, my business will keep me a while.
She nods. So, and then she says, like, me, Kellinor. Who else is going? No, she doesn't call him Kellinor. She said Sarumave.
Mhm.
Here's a question for you. Does Anwina fancy Kellinor? I'd say probably, right?
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. I like it. I dig it. I ship it.
Like, I wouldn't ship it, because he's quite a bit older than her, but
Fair.
A little bit of a puppy crush.
yeah.
Yeah, we can go with that.
Yeah, so she says, like, who else is going? But the look on her face is like, say no one. And then it hits you like, oh, fuck. Like, I was so distracted with the end of the world, I forgot that I have a teenage granddaughter. Fuck. Like...
I forgot that my daughter was not centuries years old.
I mean, she is, but she's not.
Alright.
Not as many centuries.
What do you say?
Here's the thing. I don't know who I can trust among the soldiers.
Oh, no, that's completely valid. Like, listen. Nothing will happen. Like, Kellinor will absolutely not get involved with Anwina, because Kellinor sees Anwina as, like, his younger sister.
Yeah.
But the question is, how... Like, Kellinor is already having a bad day. Like, how much do you want this boy to suffer is the question. Like... This is not you're gonna get back from saving the world and then Winna's gonna be pregnant. This is you're gonna get back from saving the world and Kellinor's not gonna have any hair. Like,
you're gonna get back from saving the world and Kellinor is going to need a vacation from his vacation.
Yes, correct. Like, how much do you want this boy to just stew? Like, and also, if you say no one, like, you could write to Ilavara and be like, so, I'm gonna be gone a while, I sent Anwina south with Kellinor. By the way, they don't have a chaperone, so you might want to get your ass down to Waterdeep.
That's an effective way to get them down there.
Yes, it is. It's a very, like...
It's an elf-ass thing to do and an asshole thing to do.
It totally is an elf-ass thing to do, and I think that's exactly what crosses his mind.
Like, here's the thing. It would make Anwina really, really happy, and it would make Kellinor suffer for the bullshit that he said a minute ago. Like,
and honestly, I feel like Arethyr would do it.
I agree.
Yeah. Yeah. It'll be just
Elves
the two
are
of you.
spiteful
Oh,
bastards.
you
Holy
phrased
shit.
it like that, you bastard.
And
What?
what did he say?
He says it'll just be the two of you.
Oh no!
So there's this brief, like very, very, very elvish, like flash of hunger in Enwina's eyes for just a second, and then she's back to reality. Like, my grandpa's standing right there. I'm not gonna entertain those thoughts. And then and then she nods.
I'll be sending the soldiers back to Renlosi-Gatil.
She says, yeah, I think she says something like I'm sure Lord Rumave can handle a few cut purses.
Of course, of course.
And then she says, like, am I to do anything? And she means, like, you know, while she's in these cities. Like, do you have an assignment for her?
Figure out the function of a rubber duck.
Right?
I brought you here to gain knowledge. I expect you to do the same in the south.
She nods. And she says, I meant anything for House Calistasia. Anyone I need to look up, anything I need to put your seal on. And she, like, gestures at the hilt of your sword. And, you know, Irithyr is quietly like, thank you, Kellinor, for giving that back to me. Like...
Yeah. I think he just slowly shakes his head.
Are you going to tell her grandmother is going to be joining them, or...?
Might be a good idea.
I mean, it would be even better if you didn't, because then it would just be unbridled Enwina for like a month, and then Ilavara would show up, and Kellinor would just be like, "Thank the divine," like.
No, it's just. This is for your own enlightenment, my dear.
Can you make a perception check for me, Irithyr?
Sure.
While he's rolling that, there's the thought going through his daughter's mind. My grandfather cannot be this stupid. My grandfather cannot be this stupid.
So, okay, so you say this is for your own, like, education and enlightenment, and her eyes flick to something on the vanity really quick, but you don't see what she's looking at.
Oh, man. I bet I can guess, though.
Well, I'm going to assuage your thoughts and say it's the book that she was reading.
Okay.
But she nods when you say that, and she says, I think she just says, yes, grandfather. And you can tell she's already a million miles south, like, planning out everything she's going to do.
I want to see this tourist location and this tourist location. I need to talk to this person, and there's this library full of books I need to read.
I mean, yes, that, but also hot springs.
That too. I did say tourist location.
Fair.
She's going to have fun with that hot spring.
I mean, she's Princess Elsa. Of course she's going to have fun with the hot spring.
Oh.
I'm gonna... Just because I would be remiss if I didn't. I'm gonna roll an insight check for Enwina just to see if she knows. I'm gonna give her a +3 because I think it makes sense if she's training to be a diplomat.
And druid.
Okay,
yeah.
She did not roll very well, so I don't think she notices anything amiss. So I think she's, like, you hesitate, you know, just, like, taking her in to, like, make a memory, right? And I think she pauses, and she says, is there something else, grandfather?
No, I don't think I want to tell her anything else. No, just that my business will keep me a while. It'll take me back down the Sword Coast eventually, and I'll meet up with you.
And immediately she goes, bring me a treasure.
Of course.
And she gives a little squeak and hugs you again.
Hugs her back.
Yeah. And do you leave?
Yeah, he'd like just says his farewells to her. Like
we see the hesitation, but Anwina doesn't.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, you step out, and Kellinor is just like leaning on the tent pole. When you close the flap of the tent, he says, "I told you not to give me the sword."
Yes.
Did you really have to tell her we weren't going to have an entourage?
She'd grow suspicious if I had said you would.
I think this is punishment for my insubordination, what I think.
Think of it as a journey of your own enlightenment.
God damn.
I think he, like, licks his lips and, like, looks away for a second, and he says, "My lord, I would sooner walk backward into the 9 hells." I shall entreat Lady Ilivara tonight, I think.
What do you mean by that?
He's gonna write Lady Ilivara and be like, "Please come to Neverwinter as soon as possible, please."
Okay, yeah. Okay, yeah. I got my names confused.
Yeah.
Do what you think is right.
I can't. You barred me from doing so.
Then do what I tell you to do.
Yeah, essentially.
I will see that no harm comes to your granddaughter, and if I can help it, your wife.
This is what I ask of you.
Don't fail, my lord. And before you say, "It is ordained that good will triumph over evil," you know what I mean.
I know.
You will not fail in the grand scheme, of this I have no doubt. But you will fail if you do not come home to see your wife again. Do not fail, my lord.
I will not.
I will hold you to it. I will chase you into Avernus if I have to. And he holds his hand out.
Takes it.
I know that you have a duty. And I know that my disagreement with that duty will not change anything. But there's something he wants to say. There's something that he obviously wants to say, and he's like not doing it because of his station.
I've already bade you to speak your mind.
Well, not for you. Lady Ilivara. Or more than a few in House Amavon. I would have frozen, I know that. But I've never felt like a servant. I've always... I don't want to presume, my lord.
Yeah, okay.
What?
I'm thinking of how to word this.
Okay. He's still, like, clutching your wrist, like he hasn't let go of it yet. And he's, like, not looking at you.
I think he puts his other hand on his hand as well. Kellenor Rumive. Just as Lesser House Rumive is very much a part of High House Galastasia, you are a part of this family. And I mean to see that made official.
He doesn't speak because of the weight of society and the weight of emotion at the same time. But I think you get the, like, anime protagonist misty eyes from him.
Mm-hmm.
And I think he just manages, my lord.
Stay safe.
Nods sharply. And when you let go of his hand, he, like, turns his head and wipes his eyes.
Mm-hmm.
You as well. There's an unspoken father at the end of that.
Yeah. Just smiles slightly, nods. And then moves along.
Yeah, totally. I want to get you guys on your way. Do you mind if we run a little bit long tonight?
Sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's go.
So
Let's go.
we have one more thing before we can move along, which is for our buddy Runyak.
Goliath, bro.
Goliath, bro. So, yeah, Runyak, I think, like, the human, like, champions, all the kids as the warriors, like, they just pack up and go. They'll rest
Yeah.
after they make their dramatic exit, because, like, they need to get away and, like, get some of this emotion behind them, right?
Yeah.
So I think you're standing alone. Your tent and your horse and stuff are still there, but you're standing alone in this, like, mostly open field that used to have the human camp in it. And yeah, you hear long before you see him, Sophie Baremantle just, like, singing and, like, bringing, like, 2 tankards of ale as he walks through the empty camp. And he just comes up to you and just, like, shoves a pint into your chest. And he grins at you, and he says, "Off to save the world, then, Runestrike."
Save it or die trying.
So save it.
Exactly.
I'm not done with you yet.
Nor I you.
Listen, I'm sorry I didn't tell you I was the Primarch. But, I didn't think you knew what that meant. And I didn't think you cared.
There are quite a many things I knew not before coming to this moot, Sylvie. But my eyes have been more open to the world now.
I wanted to, look, Bulgraf told me what's going on. You know, took all the Primarchs aside, said, "Hey, the world's going to shit, what else is new?" I got my own business to take care of. I can't go with you, but, I wanted to... Look, if you were mountain-born, this wouldn't feel as silly, but, I wanna give you a blessing. And after that, a little advice.
I'm welcome to anything you have for me.
Oh. Like, rubs the back of his head. I didn't expect you to say yes. Okay. So, he sets the mug that he's holding down on the snow, and he pulls off of his belt this little, like, wooden box. And he says, look, you beat me. You're the champion. I'm not here to call you weak, but you know, I'm just trying to be understanding. You got a freeze out here?
Looks around at his dragon cloak. I feel quite fine, actually.
Oh, well, in that case, take your shirt off. Like, opens the box, and it's full of this, like, green, like, powder, the same shade as what's on his face.
I think, look at that, look at the rest of Solvi, get somewhat of an understanding and just start disrobing.
Yeah. And he, like, pulls out of a pouch on his belt these, like, it's a chisel, but it's a chisel made of, like, bone, like scrimshawed bone, and it's hollow like a needle. And he pulls out a little wooden hammer, and he, like, dumps some of the powder into the like mouth of the needle, so to say. And he like goes to get behind you, and he says, "Right, so start from the beginning."
Oh, this is gonna suck.
Yes, it is.
Have fun, Nerdyak. You might have some con saves in your future.
Maybe. Of this whole situation, you mean?
No, of Rune Strike. Wait, yeah, Rune Strike Cragson the Wolverine. And he smiles at you, like, over your shoulder, like, see, I remember.
Well, it may not be the longest story, but it is one that I'm proud of. And I think it just starts telling Solvi about
and when
life.
you start, like, you feel him, like, press the needle between your shoulder blades and just, like, tap it, and he does this repeatedly. He's making little, like, dots down your back and shoulders as you talk.
Yeah.
It hurts.
Oh, I'm sure.
Funnily enough, this is an actual, like, tattoo method. I don't remember the name of the people, and I apologize for that, but it's either in Vietnam or the Philippines. I forget which one. They do something like this, but it's with ochre instead of whatever the fuck this is.
Yeah. It's...
But the chisel needle method is very much a thing.
It's like that scene in Moana where the guy's getting tattooed.
Yes!
To give a better picture for people.
So suck.
So what do you tell him? No, it's not the Maori, chat. Thank you for the thought. And maybe the Maori do it, but that's not who I was thinking of.
I mean, what do I tell him? I tell him my life story. Everything that has happened since he could remember, all the tribulations, all the victories.
So you'll be there for 5 days.
You know, within reason.
This takes a while.
Yeah.
Do you let him do your face?
Ooh.
Do it. Do it, you won't.
Do it, you won't.
I think he'd let him.
Okay. So you get like a full back and shoulder tattoo. You get some along your neck and your collar. You get some on like the upper part of your chest. And then on your face, you get like... Forgive me for this description. The like Naruto style like whisker markings.
Nice.
And then around your eyes, it's like a stylized dragon's wings.
Nice.
Motherfucker, you're gonna be sore for a while.
Yeah, you are.
Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah.
We're leaving in the morning.
You're gonna need this long rest, boy.
And yeah, so he finishes up, and you like put your gear back on. He packs his tools away, and he says, "If you want it, you're part of Clan Vare now."
Aw.
Thank you, Sylvie.
And as for the advice, don't stop. Like, this thing that you did with the sword and the Wolverine and all of that, like, pursue it. Whatever you give to, well, the balance, you'll get out of it. That's how balance works.
Mm-hmm.
And if you need anything, I can't promise we'll always be there, but head to a place called Bear's Heart. And if we're not there, there'll be a stone horn. Blow it, and someone will hear you.
I'll be sure to remember that.
And, you know, I don't mean to throw a damper in the ale, but
I did not mean to click that.
if you go back to, well, we call it the Wall of Ice. But you go back there and you find that it's, well, a bloody wall of ice. Clan Vare will take you, and your kin. You've earned it.
Not quite, Sylvie. I'll save the world, and then I'll have that honor.
Just whatever you do, don't go quiet.
If I ever go, Sylvie, I will not be the only one who will remember the tale of Strike.
You're damn right! Like, thumps you on the back.
That probably hurts like a bitch.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But, yeah, we're gonna be here a few more days, but, we got work to do, too. Bogrov told us some stuff, and, it's not your concern, really.
Of course it's not.
Uh,
It's your business.
yeah. We're gonna be at it for a while. But hey, it would make our jobs a lot easier if you could make the sun come out. I'd appreciate that.
We have the one known as Breaking Dawn. Hopefully he can live up to that name.
Wait, which one is that?
He is the Minotaur.
That is a hell of a legend. Like, wait, no, hang on. His name is breaking dawn? Holy shit!
Apparently, I need to have a talk with Solvi at some point. Hot damn.
Wow!
He's gonna be meeting us at the gate tomorrow morning to see this guy.
Yeah, listen, I had a thing. Where is he?
Solvi should just get all our legends while he's at it.
More than likely back with his kin, but I'm not
You
sure.
got anything else you need to tell me? Like, I don't know, the orc is, like, the slayer of the orc god, or some kind of all-seeing war chief or some shit?
Not yet.
She is a war chief. In a day.
No, nothing like that yet.
Next you're gonna tell me the dwarf's a carpenter.
Aren't all dwarf carpenters?
Wait, what?
No.
Wait, this one is.
It's true, she is.
Jesus.
When you're done with your business and I'm done with mine, I'll get you a drink.
One condition.
Name it.
I get to meet your cubs.
Something Uncle Solvi.
Hell yes.
Yes!
Yes!
I kinda like the sound of Uncle Solvi.
Nerd.
I'm sure they'd be warm to Uncle Solvi.
Right. I'm gonna go get drunk. Wanna come?
In a bit.
As you like. And he turns, picks up the mug, and yet walks off singing again. And mind you, this took a while. Like, you were under the knife for a good bit. It's late.
Oh yeah. I think it's just, his mug is still there. Stare off to where he knows they went off to, just hold it up in good luck and down it.
Yeah, totally. Alright. So, you all get the benefit of a long rest. If you want and or need it.
I will go ahead and roll my portents.
Good plan.
I don't think I have any long rest abilities. Nope.
I don't either.
I haven't used any abilities today.
Same.
Yeah, me neither.
Hang on. And then, yeah, like, I would say day dawns, but it doesn't.
A rooster that's caged up somewhere crows.
It wouldn't, because the dwarf took it.
Oh yeah.
If I could interrupt very quickly,
Of
I think I
course.
figured out what Figure was doing in the meantime.
Okay.
I think she was putting her woodcarver's training to good use and making like little wooden figurines of her new friends.
Nice.
Aw.
Okay.
Aww.
Lash was getting her face tattooed, so I'll have to go talk to Parrish about how much that's gonna cost.
I'll cover it. Like, I think you and
I'm also
Runiak
gonna have to
both.
talk
Yeah, I
to
was gonna say
Parrish.
you and Runiak both need updates. So.
Looks to Ronak the next morning. Sucks ass, doesn't it? Yep.
So yeah, so you guys all gather at the gate in your finery. There's a couple of elves there to see you off. A almost giddy young woman, as well as some of your other friends, minus the human because they've already left. But like Driga and Orig are there. Orig is like being carried by Driga, like piggyback. Solvi is there, Thola is there, Tor is there,
Shoulda, probably.
Shura, Sprouting Earth, like, everybody who is basically still here and relevant has shown up to see you guys off. You're given whatever provisions.
Is Inafa here?
Inafa is here.
Okay.
You guys are given whatever provisions you need, so if you guys need to restock your potions, you can. Dawn has the cart.
What type
If
of
you guys
potions
want
do
it,
they have with us?
Sorry?
Do they have with what kind of potions do they provide us with?
Well, they won't. Like, you could buy them. Is what I mean.
Can I get like 3 regular?
Yeah, totally.
How much does that cost?
60
I
gold
don't
total.
remember your cost. 60 gold total. Gotcha.
I will also take that.
I'm not
Oh,
tracking my gold in my sheet. I'm tracking it on my note card.
Noted.
Oh,
So
for
Dawn.
regulars?
Sorry.
60 gold? 60 gold for 3 regulars?
No. Sorry, I thought Nightfall said lessers.
No, I said regular.
Oh,
much is
sorry. That's 180 gold total.
That's fine.
Oh, okay.
My bad.
I was like, I'm pretty sure I got those at discount for 45 a piece back home.
Yeah. Anyway,
Is,
so Dawn has a cart.
is
uh,
there? Real quick.
Bruniac has a Clydesdale.
Yep.
Kilio has 3 wolves.
All have saddles and can carry stuff if needed,
Right.
which they would probably be traveling light themselves.
Lash, do you have a mount?
Technically not. I could arcanely summon one, but it only lasts an hour.
That's why I have the cart.
No, I think you got that wrong. If you're talking about Find Steed,
Yeah.
give me one moment.
If
I
it
can
only,
just
if
send
it
it, I
only
have
lasts
it.
an hour, it lasts until dispelled.
I have the cart so I can carry you 3. Because I figured Runiak had his own
If you
horse.
cast Find Steed, please tell me it's a large pig.
A pit
It would
boy.
absolutely be a war pig, yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm not.
If not just one of the ones they brought with them.
I'm not seeing a limit on the time. It's like Find Familiar. It just takes.
Oh,
a
I
bit
could
to
have
get.
been wrong. I might be misthinking of
So,
an
so
item.
yeah,
So
do you want to summon forth the celestial war pig?
yeah, probably.
Hell yeah,
Hell yes.
celestial giant dire boar for you to ride on. Totally.
Out of curiosity, how much would like a dwarven riding goat be?
What I was about to say was you get Clan Everpeak's prized ram.
Oh shit!
Aw.
Great,
This
so
might go a li-
I got a cart to carry people, and the only person I might be carrying is the diviner.
The diviner would absolutely make you carry him in that cart.
Maybe.
I mean,
I don't
What?
even need the cart then. I can just make him sit on my shoulder.
He's not going to sit on your shoulder.
I think yeah, like Driga is like blubbering and holding Oreg up while Oreg like talks you through like how to take care of the ram. But yeah, if you want to take Clan Everpeak's prize
He's
riding
talking
ram.
me through how to care for the ram. I'm making sure they know how they're getting to Everpeak.
Everpeak?
Sorry,
What?
not Everpeak. Neverember.
Neverwinter.
Never. Good lord. Neverwinter.
All right, you're gonna go to Waterdeep. You're gonna find a guy named Neverember, right? Don't ask
You're
how
gonna
I
find a
know.
guy named Floon Blagmar.
you're gonna take it
This sounds like the start of a different quest. Hang on.
You're gonna find a guy named Bloon Blagmar. You gotta ask him for his lookalike, right?
So
Don't ask how I know
anyway,
him.
Anyway,
Irithyr, do you have a mount?
get on the war pig or get on the cart, coward.
And,
Yeah, but he's taking his
Maybe.
he's taking his granddaughter to Waterdeep.
Just get on the cow.
Get in the cart, you
Do
coward.
you have a
Otherwise-
mount? Because if you do, I would like to make a suggestion of what it is.
I think he would. Yeah.
I had no reason to get this cart.
You didn't ask the party. You just got the cart.
It's true.
I was.
I didn't think about Find Steed. I'm sorry.
We can always use it for supplies, though.
Yeah,
So
get him
yeah,
for
It's a
being a
long
good guy.
way to Bryn Shander, even if it is the
it's
closest.
also good makeshift shelter. Like that's not a joke. Like
Yeah.
I-
so, Irithyr, if I could make a suggestion,
Go ahead.
a very large flightless bird.
Ooh. interesting.
Oversized peacock.
Yeah, basically.
Yeah, I like it.
Like,
Just a peacock that stands upright like an ostrich.
yeah, it's basically like imagine like an ostrich with better plumage and like really regal looking like tack and bridle. What color is it?
I'm
telling you right now, and Winna's is purple.
Oh yeah.
It is bright yellow, and whenever you ride it, you want to sing something about riding it all day.
No.
And Winna's is the color of like port wine. But what's yours?
Oh, I almost want to say like a midnight blue.
Nice.
Yes.
Yes, chat. We're trying not to say that though. So yeah, so you all have mounts except for Dawn, who doesn't need one.
Because Dawn is massive.
Dawn is the mount.
Yeah, basically.
Right?
So you guys all like load up on your mounts, and you turn, roughly in the direction of the Dale. Is there anything anybody wants to do before you like set off?
I'm giving Riga and Oreg a giant hug.
Yeah, you are.
I'm gonna hug as well, and a small hug to Inatha. And is there anything Inatha needs to say to me, or
No.
No.
Ragolf puts his hand out to you though.
It's like a handshake gesture?
Yeah.
Yeah, then totally. There's absolutely no hard feelings
It's
there.
like forearm shake more than handshake, but yeah.
Yeah.
I think Firga leaves the wooden figure of herself with the twins.
Okay.
Like, give this back to me when I see you again.
Lash, like, does the orcish way of thanking Shura for keeping an eye on High House Dim Watcher.
Right, she nods at you. And Winna does not hug you, Erythir, because there are peasants present.
Peasants? We are going to Stardust Crusader this fucking frozen tundra.
So,
Probably just shakes Kelly.
Fuck, I forgot to ask about crampons.
ask about what?
Crampons. The spiky boys you stick on your boots so you can climb icy things.
Oh! I assumed you had those.
Oh, cool. Carry on.
You were saying, Vader.
Probably just shakes Kellinor's hand again, gives him a nod.
Yeah, so like you give a nod, he nods back at you. You climb on the bird and you look back over your shoulder, and Owena has like her arm linked with Kellinor's, and she's like resting her head on his shoulder, and Kellinor's like, "Don't go, my lord, please."
Just smiles.
Yeah, no,
and...
that's fine, Don. Say an extra 10 day? Ooh. And then, yeah, you guys start to ride away from the moot. And now I get to finally say, what's your marching order?
Kilio's towards the front, I want to say.
Kilio is at the front.
I think it's either Kilio or Runyak at the front.
I think...
I have to argue Kilio would be at the front because they're very scout.
Okay,
True.
if I'm taking the front, I'm kind of having my wolves flank us.
Okay.
Like off to the side quite a bit.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I know Runyak is near the front because I know where we're going.
Yeah. You know where you're going, and Kilio supposedly knows the fastest route.
Yeah.
Also, life goal at some point: find a creature big enough to be a mount for Dawn.
I have one! I'll link it to you backstage.
We just gotta find a really eager dragon.
So, so you guys head off. So it's Kilio with the... Which one are you riding, Kilio?
I'm I'm gonna say silver pelt.
So Ghost Step and Stoneclaw are like orbiting the party. Then comes
Yeah.
Runyak on his Clydesdale. Then what?
I want to say Fear goes towards the back.
Okay.
I have a feeling the wizard's in the middle.
So he can cast some light.
I have dark vision. It don't matter to me.
I need to know your order, guys.
Lash will probably be behind whoever is like quote unquote squishiest.
And
Just
that
like-
would easily be Irithyr.
Yeah.
Alright, then she's probably behind Irithyr.
Okay. So it goes Keelio, Runyak, Irithyr, Lash, Dawn, Firga.
That sounds good.
Yeah.
Okay.
Makes sense.
It is dark, it is cold, and you quickly leave the moot behind you. Before we wrap up for the night, though, I need a roll from Keelio Wolfwalker.
All right.
Make that survival check, please. Also, what is your pace? All of you.
We can move stealthy at a normal pace thanks to one of my
Okay.
abilities.
Yes, you can. However, there is also fast pace and gallop pace.
With respect to your abilities, Keelio,
We may have
I,
to
th-
go.
I say we take at least the first day at gallop pace.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're just gonna go. So Donna's gonna pick up the cart, and you guys are just gonna go.
Pick up the cart.
Are there any trade-offs to the gallop pace, or is it just go?
You risk exhaustion with con saves, and you have a much higher detection radius.
Yeah, I was gonna say at least fast pace.
I honestly think it's worth it though.
Yeah, I was
'cause
gonna say fast
we
pace
need
too.
to go
At least for the
Okay.
first day.
at least for the first day. That's what I'm.
Yeah.
So,
Get
Helio,
us-
I need a survival check.
Okay, I'm gonna link this in chat so you have it.
What happened?
I hit my leg against my desk.
Good job.
I'm assuming you chose mountain. Yeah, you did.
Yes.
You make an intelligence or wisdom related check to your favorite terrain. Your proficiency bonus is double instead of expertise. Okay. When traveling
Okay,
for an
so-
hour or more in your favorite terrain, you gain the following benefits. Difficult terrain doesn't slow your group's travel. Okay. Your group can't become lost except by magical means. Okay. Even when you were engaged in another activity while traveling, such as foraging, navigating, or tracking, you remain alert to danger. If you're traveling alone, you can move stealthily at a normal. If you're traveling alone, you can move stealthily at a
Oh.
normal pace.
Okay, I didn't catch that.
And then when you forage, you find twice as much food. But you're wayfinding, so
Yes.
okay.
So with expertise, survival.
With expertise, survival with advantage, and even if you fail, you can't get lost.
Okay.
Woo!
Okay. Noted, Keelio.
What?
Okay.
Everyone, please make Constitution saving throws for your pace.
Okay, pokes.
Is it my
Okay.
con or for the wolf's con?
It is your con.
Okay.
Wait, that's rolling straight con. isn't it?
Yeah, baby.
Damn.
A con save or a con check?
A con save.
Okay.
Go, Dawn, go.
I'm
I like
really
the
glad Constitution gives that bonus.
Okay.
Oof.
So, this is fantastic. All of you are fine at this pace, except Keelio, who's going to take a level of exhaustion. But you manage to get to the Black Ford Road, and that's the last shot of the episode.
We did it. We're out, boys.
Progress!
It only
Let's
took us
go.
11 episodes, but we're finally out of them.
Meat and potatoes, here we come.
Remember when we thought it would only take 5 episodes?
Yeah, right.
I said I was allotting 5, but it would probably take more.
Hey,
Fair enough.
Nightfall. Remember when I jokingly said, Doc's maneuver go? Yeah,
Phew.
that ended up not being a joke, and I'm sorry.
What part did we get to?
You got to the Black Ford Road.
Can you ping that, please?
This thing.
Ah,
What
gotcha.
point? We got
Brown road right there.
Nice.
Yeah.
So you followed the river up. You were here. You followed the river up, and you got to the road. That's pretty good for a day's travel.
Yeah.
That's... do some
Please,
math
God,
here.
tell me-
16 miles.
Nice.
In blizzard
Jesus,
conditions,
okay.
that's not bad.
Yeah.
And when we have to stop, I have a tour tent.
Yes, you do.
Holy-
So, let's do some shout-outs, shall we? Vader, I don't have your shout-out screen yet, do I?
I don't know. I don't
I
think
don't
so.
think I do. So go ahead and give us a shout-out, friend.
All right. Hello, everyone. I am the Journeyman Vader. I am a moderator on Kit's Discord and Twitch, and a streamer on Twitch myself. You can find me over in Kit's Discord on Twitch at twitch.tv/JourneymanVader and on Twitter at VaderSidious.
Hope you had fun tonight, Vader.
Oh, yeah.
Sibs, give us a shout-out, please.
Shit, I'm trying to remember if I'm on push talk. I'm not. Hi, my name is Sibs143. I am in no particular order an artist, a stagehand, and a moderator for Kids Discord and Twitch. But to everyone else, I am a friend and the Technicolor Disaster. You can find me either lurking in the Discord or the Twitch chat. But if you ever need to talk more privately, feel free to DM me and we can talk there.
Bircham.
Hey, I'm Brishmila, aka Gracie. I do a lot of art and things for Kids channel, and I also love tabletops. So if you feel like either of those things, give me a poke.
Did you have fun tonight, Gracie Pants?
Yes.
Good. Cookie.
Hey, what up? I'm Cookie, also known as the Extinct Bacon on just about every other platform. I do and love a lot of whole things. Oh God, I can't talk.
Devil D, Devil D, Devil D.
No, we will not return to Devil D.
Return to Devil D.
I love a lot of things tabletop and do a lot of things at tabletop. If you also do all those things, my DMs are always open. Otherwise, you'll find me lurking around the shrine.
Nightfall the Kitsune.
Hello, I am Nightfall the Kitsune. I do stuff and things around Kit's channel. And one day I may stream again. I'm thinking of if I can get it to work doing Minecraft. For the heck of it.
For the heck in it?
Yeah. Just to do it. But I would have to do a couple test things to see if my computer's gonna die or not. So
Yeah.
that'll be fun.
Probably will.
Most likely. But you never know until you try.
Very true. You have fun tonight?
I did.
Good. Guy Gamzelis, the Hero Bard. I am very happy to tell you that I have your proper shout-out screen. Give us a shout-out, please.
Woo!
Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Guy Gamzelis, the Hero Bard, telling the tales that need be told, and there are a lot. I've been perusing my libraries to find a nice story to tell, but until then, if ever I'm needed, you can always find me on the Discord, in DMs, or on Twitter at the Homestuck Homie. Thank you very much for joining us. I hope you have a fantastic rest of your night.
For my part, as ever, I am the Sharp-Eyed Kitsune, the teller of tales and the weaver of mysteries, the masked bard. This is the channel that is devoted to lore and storytelling, world building, role playing, and discussions of those things. So if that's to your fancy, you're in excellent company here, and I do hope that you enjoyed your time with us. I stream every single day that my health permits me to do so, and my health has been keeping me down recently, but I'll be back on Saturday, hopefully, with more Hollow Knight in the afternoon, and we'll see what the evening brings us. If you want more tabletop shenanigans, it is my esteemed pleasure to bring you Tales of the Nightlights on Sunday nights, and Crown of Fangs on Tuesday nights, in addition to this show, as well as more coming. And in the coming weeks, our Wednesday night block will be devoted to our March and April Open Dice Night special event, an Edge of the Empire short story called The Way. Stop by if you like tabletop role-playing games, or if you don't know if you like tabletop role-playing games, we'd love to have you. For now, I need to get out of here, but as always, it's time to leave you with these parting words. From myself, my keepers, and those joining me on the stage this evening, to all of you, the regulars, the followers, the newcomers, and the lurkers. Whether you're just having a seat by the fire or you've got a running tab at the bar, remember, there's always more stories to tell. And hopefully, I'll see you all next time as we listen to another round from the Voices of the Mountain and a new chapter. Good night, you guys. Thank you so much for stopping by, and hope to see you again soon.